It's Tuesday. Collider Live is back on the scene, and I'll tell you, texting is never as powerful and prominent as it is right now at the beginning of this show.
I was just waiting for Roxy.
Can't hear you. What's going on?
I did.
Nobody can hear anything. Oh, good. Good test for everybody. That's the problem when this is on us. This is on us because we got here too late. Cody Hall is out with the kid, the new kid, not Brendan Meyer, but the new kid. And in his stead, we do not have Adam Smith today. Returning to the show, ladies and gentlemen, Kristian Ruvalcaba is here.
Is that true?
Yeah, but so Ruvi, if I can call you that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Can we turn us all up? Because for some reason I definitely can't hear you very well.
I think some things got switched around for Schmodown, so let me try to play around.
You are here perfectly.
I can't hear you.
You're the only person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
It's only Kristian.
It's only me. Well, that's good.
I tried getting the mic check, but Roxy was texting.
No, it's not.
It's
Oh, I wasn't in the room.
It's on
I
us.
was also the first person in here.
This is on us. We should have been here 10 minutes
All right,
before.
calm down. It's
I
gonna
was
be
here.
fine.
I legit have the shits.
Did you say something? I don't even know if he said something.
I think he said calm down.
I don't know what he said. I can't hear anybody.
I can hear you, so you talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, yeah, so nobody can hear anything. Maybe we take a break. Maybe we should take a break and then come back when we're fixed.
Are all of our mics turned up?
I can't hear you.
Yeah, the mic is
just
turned
yours.
on. I don't know what's going on.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me figure it
As
out.
long as you guys can hear us.
Should we go to break and then try to figure
Can
out
they
during a break?
hear us? If the people can hear us, it's great.
I'm gonna go into the YouTube and see what they're saying.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
great.
I don't know because I cannot. I can hear myself. That's
and I'm
now
gonna
I'm going
easily
nice and
find it
loud.
on the YouTube from
Yeah,
the
the
link
YouTube.
that I just tweeted because
Yeah.
that's what I was doing, not texting.
Roxy, I was
Right.
joking. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's all Roxy. I mean, Roxy, the woman of 1,000 selfies, she posted them all on Instagram.
I think I can hear you because you're next to me.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Okay.
hear everybody. It's
Let's
fine.
see what they have to say for themselves, people.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, they can.
You're
If I was to
in
guess, they probably can hear me.
Well, I can
Because
hear.
you're.
Wait.
Yeah, because your mics are your
Were
mics
you
are
guys
not on.
schmo-downing yesterday?
Not from here.
Oh.
I don't know if they moved it.
Only Kristian's mic is working.
Yeah.
That's what people say.
Great.
I think that
Josh and Christian.
Oh, Josh.
No, I don't
maybe
think
it's
so.
'cause
I think
they're
you're
close.
closer to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess what we'll have to try to do is when it is if it's easier for the guys in the booth, maybe we just put the break up now, and then try to give them time to.
Or we could put
And then
your
go
mic
straight
in
to
the
11:30.
center.
That's terrible.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go. Boom.
my idea worked.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank
Well
you.
Okay, so
done,
there we go.
everybody.
Here we are, friends. Here we are.
That's the show, right?
So, yeah, there you go.
There it
Let me
is.
tell you a
Who
little
are we?
something
Where are
about
we?
mics.
1 year of doing this, and that's
This is our
what we
1 year
sound
show.
like. Yep.
Perfect. Good. What happened?
I heard you. It was
Let
kind
me
of
tell you a
fun.
little something about mics.
Well, and now we're working. So you look, right away, you could tell he's back, and he's just like, "Why did I say yes?" to this?"
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I should be editing right now.
I did an episode of The Wangers last night with he and Brian Perez, and it was a blast. And so and he was like, he told me his release. He's like, I'm doing Collider Live tomorrow morning. I was like, here we go, baby.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How many episodes of Wanger Show have you done?
I have done 2.
3.
3.
Three.
Yeah, I found that out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, oh, he's been on 3.
Nice.
Your mic's a little down now.
Right on.
I've done 0.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
All right. And Roxy.
Also 0.
Okay. I have 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well
And
done.
Darina has 47.
Yeah.
Darina
Darina-
and Frank is 73.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love being
Yeah.
drunk.
True.
Now here's another question though. So here's a
How many have you been asked?
How many have you been asked?
0.
Okay, Reilly.
I think I've been asked, right? Haven't I, Kristian?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I have also never been asked to be on the
Yeah.
show. So the three of
But
us.
you,
have
I
never been
get.
asked.
You're like the boss.
What does that mean?
I get why they wouldn't ask you.
That's not nice.
Okay.
I would say the opposite.
Hey, listen, I get why they ask you. You're a
The
douche.
Wangers, yeah, right.
No,
the
no,
the Wangers,
that's not what I said.
the Wangers
You
name started on the goddamn
You
Schmo
hired
show.
them, so it's a little like that's intimidating.
That's not true.
Is that not what it is?
Ellis has been on the show.
Oh, really? Oh, then I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we have an answer for that?
I know why I haven't been asked on.
This
Because
you
you're
know
gonna
what this
curse
is
and
fun.
yell.
This has become a running joke because I haven't shot an episode of the Josh Macuga show in a long time, but Snyder brings it up every time he sees me, and I'm like, yeah, next time we shoot an episode, dude, you're totally in. I'm never bringing Jeff Snyder on that show. Never is he walking into my. I don't want him to know where I live.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want him to be on the show.
That's my boy.
He's in my good graces right now because he bought me pretzel bites with cheese last
Oh.
night. He did.
I put
would
butter on
you-
your popcorn.
You did.
Would you
did.
go
Well,
out
you
see
and I
last
are
night?
like, oh, wait a minute now. I just remember
Not enough
something.
butter?
No, the butter was fine.
Oh, the thing I thought that I did that I didn't.
This shit-eating grin that Roxy had on her face.
I'm so pissed.
It's a good story. So
What'd you guys see last night?
last night we saw Angel Has Fallen, but we can't talk about it yet. It's an embargo. We can talk about a couple of things that happened before the movie with the concessions and some stuff that happened afterwards with some silly critics. But the first part of it was, so Roxy and I are become like movie buddies when we go there, and she's great, very courteous. I was sitting there and I had I'd eaten a couple things of popcorn and I needed some butter. I said, "This is, I have a silly question. Could you?"
I was already going
Yeah, I
out.
was like,
He didn't ask me to get up and go.
No, she was on her way out, and I was like, "It's a silly question. Could you put some butter on the rest?" She's like, "It's not silly. That's fine." So she walks out, and at the same time, Snyder and Roca and Snyder's roommate and Ellis all show up, and we had this whole row that we sat down in. So we've had this conversation about the two drinks. So
The cup holder
The
situation.
cup holders. It's like you only use one. You don't use two
But
and be selfish.
It's not just you only use one. I've now been informed you use the one to the right.
To the right. Yeah. But
Use the one to the right.
either way.
Fair enough.
So she comes back in and she looks up and she's got this shit-eating grin on her face.
I've done the math in my head.
And she's like, "Wait a minute. I'm just saying all the shit that you giving me, you're not giving people shit about the drinks that are over here?" I go, "Well, that drink is mine. That drink over there is Roca's, and that one's Ellis's. They're all being used accordingly." So then she started doing the math, and I said, "Wait, but that one..." And she goes,
got bad.
as super loud, she goes, "Fuck me." In the middle of
Because
the
I
theater.
thought I had got him. But here's the worst part about it all is I was setting up Ellis, which never do that because he's just the best guy. And why am
He's gonna get you.
I was like thinking
Just
that
like the
Ellis,
rhythm.
of all of them, I did the math and I was like, ooh, Ellis is using.
Thanks.
I got it too. The rhythm is going to get you.
It's also
do you want me
rhythm.
to pause on
Well, but
it?
the rhythm's also a dancer. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
totally.
So I'm setting up Ellis.
The
'cause
rhythm is the
I'm-
night as well.
True.
I'm doing the math and I'm like, ooh, Ellis is using both, and I'm positive. But why would I try to fuck with Ellis? Like
Right.
that was such a weird call.
I think Ellis deserves a little fucking with. Everybody's too damn nice, that guy. That's not new. That's 2019. The rest of 2019 is me fucking with Ellis.
Possibly, yeah, me
I don't
too.
think
let's
that could really
let's
work.
double down. But I
Do
I
it, man.
wouldn't let go, and I just
Kept trying to double down on it,
trying.
yeah.
And I was like, no, because here's the thing, Kristian. If everybody has the cup to the right, and you were like, no, because look, we all do. I was like, just wouldn't accept
But
it.
finally, you did, and you realized it.
Yeah,
she,
and then
she owned up to it. She wasn't. That's the one thing that I had to give Roxy props because I can't stand people that just no matter what, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
And you still no, sky's green. It's fucking blue.
Yeah.
Look up. Now it's green. I see it's green. I can't stand people like that. There's so many people we know that just will argue a point to the death. And she was like, "Nah, I'm wrong."
Yeah,
and I was
fuck.
like, "All right,
This sucks.
yeah."
But then I will say,
Your
to pay him
your
back,
cup had fallen. The cup holder had fallen.
couple had fallen.
Couple.
Well, that seems different.
Let's move on.
You know, well, I want to just say this though to pay him back. Ellis did request something from me today. He said, "Please try to make this a 12-minute bit on Collider Live." So I
About this.
believe we've been going for approximately 6 minutes on this.
I don't even know if it's been that long.
If we want to
Well, the
stretch
first 5 was
cup-
Mike talk.
It was Mike talk. Yeah.
And
but
then the
let
next
me
5
start
was
a-
the rhythm getting
Dance.
getting
Do you
you.
think there's a person on the planet who doesn't have either a relative or a friend named Mike?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I was just thinking, and I do.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
I have a
You
friend
have a
named Mike.
Friend named Mike? Yeah, I
Friend
have a
or
cousin
relative.
named Mike.
I have a cousin named Mike too. Just got married.
Yeah. This is the best.
Cool.
I have a cousin named Mike Morrison, right? And his dad, no joke, is Jim Morrison.
Oh.
Wow,
That's
It's
awesome.
really awesome.
Yeah.
Very
it-
different. Very
Oh,
different. So at the end of the movie, like I said, we can't talk about the movie itself, right? But I will say one thing, that as we were walking out, I saw one critic that I know, and he's talking to this other guy that I've seen a million times, and it's like,
Is it the guy? Is it the guy that came in and was just like, "What is this?"
no. These weren't angry critics. They
Okay.
were just this. There was
that-
this-
Well, they were
That
angry.
older gentleman
Yeah,
that
no.
yelled
They
at
weren't
him.
angry.
Did you miss the fight that happened in the movie?
Whoa.
That was behind. That was
Yeah.
behind. I know. I don't know how you heard that. You were next to me.
Was it a stadium fight, like at a Cleveland Browns Pittsburgh Steelers game?
These two
What was
people got
going
in a
on?
fight.
What was the? Was it,
Oh, you
Like
go
a
with your
fist
story
fight?
first,
Yeah.
and then I'll tell you mine after.
Well, this was just the only thing is you see from the. It's not a full review of the movie, so it's just one reference that the guy said, and the guy goes, "Well, hey, the fugitive called and they want their movie back. I mean, am I right? I tip your waitress." And it's like, and I'm just, I look over to Roca and I'm just like,
so good.
I'm like, come on. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, no shit. It's like, it's
What were you thinking?
What do you think?
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, I mean, I can't believe they ripped that off. I mean, did they think we weren't gonna see it? I mean, were we gonna miss it? And it's like, no, it's in your fucking face on purpose, on purpose. And it's like the guy's being so clever, and he's like, "Ow, am I right? Am I right?" Go home.
Film historian, that guy.
Anybody who ends a sentence with "Am I right?"
Yeah.
This is tough.
Oh, you should have heard.
crowd.
It was like Benny and Crackle. Like the two of them.
Bye, Josh.
Yeah. But they were.
I
But it
do
was.
remember
All right.
that.
I just wanted him at
Whoopsie
one. I wanted him at one point to look over and be like, "Come on, people. I mean, he's got chains. He's on a bus. He's going. They're coming after him. I mean, it's the fugitive. Am I right? Come on."
You should have taped him.
It's
So
the
good.
it's that guy or the other, like the comic, the open mic comic. It's like, what else?
Right.
Fugitive. He ripped it off.
Or this,
what
or
else?
this. Hold on, guys. Right. Oh, I don't like. I mean, I'm kind of alternative. I'm looking at my notes here.
Yeah. That was always my favorite. Leaving the notes on the stool and then looking back.
Right.
Oh, right. So
right.
Trump.
Guys, I mean, he's orange, right? And that hair. Is it real?
No, this is too
Oh,
gay.
there's the
you out
light.
of
That's
it.
my time.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
Thank you so much.
That's the time I'm blow about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Next comic up's going to talk about airplane food. What do you got, Rox?
I honestly don't know the full story, but here's what I picked up.
Yeah.
So I am somebody who, despite popular belief, is very hyper aware of all the things going on around me. And when we're in movie theaters,
Except
you
for the
turn it.
streets.
I cannot
It's like
where's the pop? Where's the? I know what's
Everything.
happening with
Yeah, yeah.
everybody.
You and Amanda can't go see a movie together.
except for whose drink is whose, apparently, because that.
no, but you were aware. You were aware because you were just wrong.
Yes, I was wrong.
Yeah.
So very wrong.
Yeah.
But
aware.
It felt like for the first 15 minutes of this movie, people weren't settling in. There was kind of like people still moving.
It's the Gerard Butler effect.
It's a Jerry B effect.
Yeah.
I thought you said the drug butler. The
Gerard Butler, the Jerry
Gerard
I
B.
heard
Butler.
that first too,
Yeah,
but
the
then
drug
yeah.
butler.
All right, the Great T-shirt
Everybody needs
boys
a drug butler.
are excited to start their band a little later on. The Great T-shirt boys.
We are a spinoff of the Hardy Boys or the Great Mouse Adventure
I do
together.
like
GT
Ooh, I like that.
boys.
You're also
So-
wearing a great T-shirt.
So
not
all of
great.
a sudden,
I thought you
though,
said great T-shirt.
Gray.
They're gray and they're great.
Oh, I thought you said
I'm an
great.
idiot.
The
too.
gray.
No, I
The
did
gray
too.
T-shirt boys. Not great.
So I hear in the back corner area that there's more
scuffle.
hubbub than other places, but it did seem like everybody else was talking, so
Yeah.
I thought normal. Until everybody else kind of settles down, and I hear one guy start really yelling at another guy. And apparently, from what I gathered, and then I kind of did a little investigative research after,
Nice.
this one guy was sitting there, and all of a sudden, I don't know why, like crying, hypervent, something.
Happy to see Gerard Butler back.
Yeah.
Takes out his phone, starts scrolling through messages.
right.
And the guy
Oh,
behind him
stop that.
says, "Can you please stop that?"
Right.
And he says something like, "You don't know what's going on."
Oh.
And the guy behind him's like, "Just do it somewhere else."
Right.
And then they're having like a full-blown argument about this guy. So I don't know how that resolved, whether he just put it away or when
So
dealt
what-
with it, but that's what was happening.
All right. So whose side are you on? In the,
100% on the put it away guy's
Yeah,
side,
me
because
too.
I mean,
Just go out.
Go outside.
Go out,
if
go
it's something
outside.
It's
that
Angel has
upsetting,
fallen.
Yeah.
It's not Endgame.
if
Right.
it's a travesty.
Yeah.
If it's a travesty, you know. If
Step
it's
out of the
it
theater.
either is or it isn't. To me, probably if you're
the
still
hall,
sitting in the
right.
theater, it's probably not a travesty.
Or go in the hallway.
Yeah, yeah. Sleep in the hallway.
Sleep in the hallway.
Take your text in the hallway
Yeah,
for
totally.
sure. I was surprised that there would be somebody at a critic screening
Right.
that would disagree with that.
I agree. In which you say sleep in the hallway. Alex, did you ever post that poll?
Saw it on Facebook.
Yeah. You did. And how did we do?
That's the show. Got it.
Okay. With how,
That's what I saw.
And did they retweet it from Collider itself?
No,
I
it was,
can't hear you.
it was a poll on Facebook. I didn't see a Twitter poll.
Oh, there it is. Only 420 votes. They never
Wow.
retweeted it from. We didn't retweet it from Collider.
Yeah.
You got to retweet that from Collider, please. Can somebody retweet that from? Yeah, right.
It
Looks
has
like
2 hours left.
that's
2
the
hours
show
left.
is a
So if we
runaway,
do
though.
it now, yeah, 49%. But it's
I'll
Well, just-
slack.
yeah.
Slack.
yeah,
How-
they can
well, how
because
Collider-
you can't get a vote off of 400 people.
We could also do like a combination of 420
Yeah.
and
I'll go retweet it too.
No, and because I didn't see it because we weren't tagged in it, but that's okay. And then we throw it on Collider Video, like a new poll on because there's only 2 hours left.
Right.
You know.
Maybe just do a
Oh,
new-
you want to do a new poll?
Well, I mean,
Should I retweet this poll?
yeah, sure, retweet it.
cool.
Sorry, dude.
Um,
You want to hear
It's
a
not
quick?
you.
You want to hear a quick funny story?
Where is it even? Oh, I
You want to hear a
found
quick
it.
funny story?
sure, go ahead.
Okay, so I go to. Have you ever been
That's
to?
a good one. Thank you. So
You're
moving
welcome.
on. No,
Who we got? Comic book shopping drops today with Jackson A. Dunn from Brightburn.
good.
Yeah.
Good plug. Good
I'm
plug.
excited for that one. He's
Me too.
amazing.
He's fantastic.
What's your story?
So have you ever been to Tokaya? It's this like organic Mexican place. Have you been there?
Yep.
No, never.
It's fantastic.
Really
right?
good. Really good.
So they just opened one by us on Sunset and like just east of Highland. Okay, so I walk in there last night. It's kind of quiet. It's like 9:15, and
9.
yeah, and
Was it 8?
and so I'm sitting there,
9.
and we're not gonna get it, guys. Just you can leave it.
No, I was doing it.
I know. Thank you.
We tried. Right?
It's not on
and
the board anymore.
oh,
It's not on the board.
No, it is. Okay.
you know
I'm
what?
sorry, guys.
You know what?
Let me try
also,
harder.
We have a Dog's Journey collection giveaway tomorrow.
8th.
Thank you. And Kristian,
It's our 8th giveaway.
am I right? Am I
I
right?
feel like I was sitting in a really nice house, and a fucking asteroid just hit the whole
Yeah,
side of the house, and I'm just sitting there in flames.
It's like the beginning of
You're on fire?
Armageddon.
Yeah, like, and I just, but I'm not trying to get it out. I'm just like letting the flames take me
Yeah.
over.
It's like
Yeah.
kind of feels nice because the heat, but then you're like,
no,
wow.
I just gave up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, Tiffany Smith and Stephen Kramer are going to be on.
Kramer Glickman?
Stephen Kramer Glickman is going to be on the show.
You guys, I love you
Fantastic,
guys. This is
yeah.
a great show.
Hey,
hey, you
So,
guys.
Also,
have
that
you
guy's
guys-
going to be in Arizona, September 14th.
Sure is. Dewberry gonna be
yeah,
there.
Hell yeah. I contacted the Tempe Improv yesterday. Apparently, I cannot use fireworks inside.
Did you
But
actually try that?
But I'm going to bring a confetti cannon, perhaps, maybe.
Wow.
They are not psyched about the cleanup of the confetti cannon.
All right, well,
yes.
let's bring that up then.
Sure.
There's a lot to bring up here because there's so much happening as far as live shows and things to for you guys. If you wanted to. First of all, we added a new tier on Patreon. If you want to attend a taping, go and check out the tier there and how that all works. You
A
just go to
live
Patreon. If you want to come
taping
to
here?
we're shooting all the tournaments now. So if you wanted to come to watch taping, you do that. Go to the patreon.com/schmodown. But Thursday night, Shire Wolves last match ever, defending the titles against.
And that's going to be live.
It's going to be live streaming. It'll be live streaming for $10 patrons who get that and the New York event. But you can just get it for a one-time fee if you wanted to. You can just get that. But it'll be on for like. Excuse me. You can watch the stream for like a week, maybe 2. It's not going to be on the public for probably 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then we're going to be in New York. August 31st, we'll be in New York. It's going to be a big event. Get your tickets now. It's going to be packed out. TheSchmodownLive.com.
Who's playing?
Paul Yama will be defending the title against either Ben Bateman, Kalinowski, or Snyder. We'll find out Bateman or Kalinowski, which one of those guys is going to play Snyder. We'll find that out on Friday.
Doesn't matter. He'll kick either of their asses.
Okay. And then
nobody gives a shit.
September is Arizona. If you're in Arizona, come see us in September.
Hell yeah.
With the confetti cannon and
Boom.
the undercard. Wildberries versus late to the party.
All the shirts, none of the shirts, all the pants, maybe not wearing pants. Who knows? Could
Who
be
knows?
American Speedos.
Is that the
We
sell?
gotta convince.
They'll be drunk at 1 in the afternoon.
Yes,
The sell,
100%.
the sell is that they're
Yep.
not wearing pants.
I've
Sound like a
looked,
different kind of show.
I've looked into Overstock.com, a mini like colonial era cannon to fire off.
Have you really? I can't
Yeah,
believe it.
they're kind of expensive.
Well, late to the party, and Wildberries will be going out of the undercard, and then Bibiani and Chance Ellison in the singles tournament. That will be happening, so make sure you check that out if you're going to be in Arizona, theschmodownlive.com at the Improv. And then we're going to Florida. No, I didn't say it. Oh, you blew it. You blew it. I didn't say it. October, we will be there October 19th, and that's going to be a huge card. We're going to announce that card probably on Friday, exactly what the card will be. So make sure that you come check us out October 19th. And then December 7th is the Schmodown Spectacular live from Los Angeles. So a lot of great things happening.
I will not be there.
Not December 7th. You're never going to be there. We're going to wind up booking that Pittsburgh one when you're going to be somewhere else.
Yeah, in
You'll-
Pittsburgh
No,
already.
I mean, I think you'll clear it with him first.
Yeah, we're
He will
looking
bring
at this.
300 people.
Yeah, I was
Probably.
excited though that because I'll be honest, when we were going to do those back-to-back SoCal dates from March,
You were
April, I was
concerned.
a little bummed. I was like, okay, because I wanted to switch it up and give another city a chance, but we're not doing D23 is not until August. Now.
Let me ask you the question we were all thinking about.
Sure.
Yesterday, when you thought
What the fuck was
I
that?
half burped.
when you thought that D23 / the Schmodown were going to
Star
be
Wars celebration.
Star Wars
yeah.
celebration and the Schmodown were going to be on the same day as Reilly's wedding. What were you going to do?
Oh, Riley's wedding.
Yeah.
You were going to skip the Schmodown?
I would have had to reschedule it.
You would have rescheduled.
Yeah, because we didn't book anything.
I appreciate that.
Well, we didn't book anything. If we were already booked, I'd go to the Schmodown.
He missed that part. Just move on.
Roxy,
I
the
looked ahead
correct
to-
answer was we're bringing the Schmodown to
the
Riley's wedding.
Now wait a minute.
Julie would
I
be
think there's-
so pissed.
What if the priest?
There's divorce number 2.
What if the priest turned out to be like the next like Rachel Cushing?
Yes. Yeah.
So wait a minute.
Lisa Gottman.
Tested her. She wasn't prepared.
She wasn't. She was
Is Lisa
nervous
Gottman
too.
marrying us?
Lisa Gottman is marrying us.
Interesting.
Ken and I were prepared to do a duel to the death for the officiant job at the Reilly wedding, but we were passed over by
Yeah.
Lisa Gottman.
Well, it was a decision made.
They didn't- yeah.
Julie and Lisa have become very close.
Julie doesn't
So-
want it to be the after.
Oh no,
afternoon
no!
show.
You guys are getting a mic.
Oh.
Oh yeah. There's gonna be lots of mic time
All right, cool.
if you
Lots
want
of
it.
I don't need it.
Roxy, would you like the mic?
Oh, yes.
kidding.
That will be good for the
Roxy's
wedding.
going to
course I
start
will.
her first
actually-
ever stand-up,
I
3
am
minutes
an
at the Reilly wedding.
Unbelievable speech giver at weddings.
Mm.
But I
I could buy it.
a little bit of laughter, but mostly I'm a heart girl.
It's like this show.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I will say this. I think we should probably film it when my dad takes the mic, because that's
Yeah.
just going to be
I think
ridiculous
you should probably
nonsense.
film the whole thing.
No, we will. Yeah, but no, I mean,
Just everything.
literally play that part on the show.
I love, my favorite thing is first of all, I've been to a wedding where the guy gave like almost a 40-minute speech, and people were
Brutal.
getting up to the bar and just leaving the wedding. They
Yeah.
were just like, this guy's the worst. I've also been
if
to
you're giving
weddings.
it over a 5-minute speech, I need
You're
you to
done.
leave.
Yeah, you're
Unless
done.
you're the best man. I think
Yeah.
you're the best man, and you're
I
really
guess.
funny, and you've had history with
then
the.
you have to be
with-
funny.
You gotta be
You can't
crushing.
get-
Yeah, you gotta be funny.
woof.
I remember this is not the wedding.
Who was
my
your
friend,
best man?
Best man was Adam Winkler.
Okay, got it.
But if you, my friend Tom Connolly had a ridiculous speech that was not good, and everybody like just because you're at a wedding with a bunch of comedians. You remember when Connolly went up there? Connolly went up there. He grabbed the mic at the very end, and he was saying really ridiculous things.
Was he drunk?
Yes.
A little bit. He was saying really bad things.
Not
and,
Ellis drunk.
And then all the guests are looking at him like, what is he doing? And then, but he's at a wedding with all these comedians, and then it turned into the Tom Connolly roast. Like they just destroyed him on the mic afterwards too. And it was like that's right. Yeah. But I remember we were at a roast, and it was whose roast? It might actually have been Tom Connolly's roast. And I'm not even kidding. It was Tom Connolly's roast for his 40th birthday party, and we did, and we were a bunch of comedians up there doing these jokes. And my friend, I don't want to embarrass him, but I'll just say his name's Mike, and he was hammered.
He's the friend Mike.
He's my friend Mike, and he was hammered. And again, he's up there, and he's just really going way too long. You're supposed to get like 6 minutes, and he might have been approaching 15 to 16, but reading, hammered, and just bombing. In a special way. I mean, throwing like grenades.
Yes.
And the audience, it was a travesty, right? So people start yelling at him, and he's not moving on. And I'm hammered. So there was air freshener on the side. So I'm like, this stinks. And I spraying him down with the air freshener. It's blasting him in the face, and he's just still telling the jokes as he's going through it. It was a zoo. It was an absolute zoo.
Why'd they have air freshener
I
on
don't
the
know.
tables at the wedding?
It wasn't at a No. This wasn't at a wedding. This was for the roast.
Oh, for the roast.
This was
Sorry, the
roast.
40th birthday.
It was in the
But
corner.
still weird.
I was at a wedding once where the guy was like so nervous before the best man speech. He goes up there and just eats shit. Like, I mean, it was brutal, right?
It's the best.
And it's the best. It's the best. And he's like, is going to put the mic back in the stand, and he's just going like he knows it's bad, and he's just looking up like, oh my god, I gotta get that out of here. Yeah.
I remember it was at a wedding that I was at, and it was kind of in the thick of doing comedy, and I was back, and somebody was up there bombing, and it was really quiet, and he's tilting, and I go, whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait, I forgot to tell. So this is a total thing. So my cousin's giving the best man speech at the wedding I was just at in Aspen, right? And he's crushing up top, right? And he starts telling this bit, and so he goes like, he's so in love. I can see it in how he acts. I can see it in the way he looks. And then I was hoping he was gonna make a joke, like it was gonna be like, nice thing joke. But he said something really nice, and I was like, ah! And like
You were, like, pretty
and
loud.
Amanda and his wife, his wife is sitting next to me, and Amanda said they both punched me in the arm at the same time. And my cousin comes back, he's like, "Why the fuck did you laugh at that part? Why was it funny?"
You have a habit of doing that.
I know.
You know when
You're
you
a
did
free
that?
laugher.
Do you know when you did that famously on this show, and you didn't realize that you did it because you thought, and I know you
Oh
so
my
well.
God, it was brutal.
You were setting yourself up. You were setting up because it looked like he was telling a joke, but you laughed at the worst possible time. It was during Michael Ironside. Michael Ironside was here. You're sitting in the corner, and I asked him a serious question, and he's talking about like Tony Scott, and he's like, yeah, he's those people. He's like, everybody's like, everyone's dead now, and you took it as a different thing. You went in the background,
It was
and it's just
literally
like
like that.
I do not remember that.
it's
remember
not
that
good.
either.
But it was like,
Fans
he-
go back and find
he
it.
said-
no, they did.
I don't remember. I don't remember it being that moment, but I remember what you're talking about because he looked at you like he was going to take your head off.
Because it was but I know because Macuga thought it was like he's just like I feel like everyone. He thought he said it in one way, but he was
Yeah.
like serious.
Yeah.
And I remember being
Read
in that
the
moment,
room.
going. Just get through that.
Yeah.
And then because you could see in your face, you like do this big laugh, and then you're like, oh, I don't think I'm supposed to laugh like that. And you just get silent, and the comments are like, "Look at the guy laughing." I think the video now has over like 100,000 views.
Get out of here, really.
Bring up the
yeah.
up the Michael Ironside. Just go to
remember
Collider
this.
videos, Collider Live
Man, oh, man.
videos, and then go to the most popular. And then let's see if it lands. And I just want to look at some of the comments because when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, that's the one.
As often as Kristian and I are not on the same page,
Alex?
it's this kind of thing that you and I give that one glance look where we just are on the exact same. I remember in this moment being
Man,
like,
I do not.
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, are we working? Thank you.
Would you want to pull up again?
Please bring up the Collider Live YouTube channel. Yeah, and then
Scroll.
and then just bring up
Scroll.
videos and then most popular. Because
Scroll.
because you don't remember I don't want to play the clip but we just go sort by on the far right and the most popular.
Wait, you just want to show them how many views it has?
I want to see views, but I want to see if there's anything to it.
Yeah, it's in the bottom,
there you
second
go.
from the right. The
189,000
second row.
Yeah.
Second from the right, second row,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, just go to the comments for a second.
189,000.
Yeah.
Oh shit! This is Tobey Maguire all over again. I don't remember.
Look, we put that's the show shirt on. I didn't even know we put that. Apparently we have a shirt that's up already. What?
No.
No,
That's
we do. No.
And an iPhone case?
Buy Collider Live merchandise. Okay, listen, I just found
But
out.
what happened to the hashtag?
That's the show is up on the channel.
Where'd the hashtag go?
It's not there. But that's the show is up there.
I
and you
hate
can get
shirts that
it.
say hashtag.
Sorry.
Oh.
So
It's okay.
Let's
But
see.
I like it. The shirt looks
Can we
kinda
click
good.
on the shirt?
yeah, let's do that instead. Click on that shirt, see what happens. So we have a shirt. So you
Is there is there somebody illegally
there it goes.
making it?
No. It's not
That's
illegal.
the
That's
Collider.
official. That's official.
Ah.
No. I do like it. And I actually like the way that it's.
Me too.
It's kind of out
Let's
of
see
whack.
it in red.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's kind of out of whack. So that's good too.
not bad.
Okay, so look.
Really
Apparently,
good.
if you go to any Collider
Great shirt,
Live
boys. Like,
video, you can buy that's
What's
the
the
shirt.
other cut? Not the classic tee. Go to the other one.
You can do
Comfort
anything you
first
tee.
one.
want.
I love a comfort tee.
I like the
Sure.
first one. I do like that. I like that a lot.
iPhone case. That's
I like the
shit.
red.
The show. Yeah. Okay. Listen.
I
So
wear a lot
we
of red.
found out through, something a little goof that you did in the past that we have a shirt up
Yeah.
already. So that's the show.
Well done, us.
Go to
When did it get put
any
up?
video. Probably yesterday, I assume. So I assume that's what they looked at. So don't worry about that poll anymore. We have our first shirt.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Done and
unretweet
done.
this.
Unretweet.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, Collider Video just retweeted that. So
Okay, well,
we'll get the vote.
Should we
Let's see
keep it
some-
up for our second shirt?
Yeah, just leave it up.
I mean, you sleep in the hallway is clearly the lowest ranked one, so that's
you go.
fine.
Not by.
There
I
it
mean,
is.
there's only 400
Yeah, I
views.
don't. Just zoom into the dot. Yeah, that one. Where is it? Macuga laughing about Cast being dead right before Michael Ironside mentions. Then brings up the volleyball scene.
That's smart. Awkward. Yeah, that's pretty good. The Doppler effect. I appreciate appreciate you looking out for me. No big deal.
But
listen, if
it
there's,
happens.
There's nothing if not I'm really great at awkwardness.
Look at my pink hair.
Oh yeah, Pinky. You weren't doing it to be a dick. You
No.
were doing it. You legit thought that he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Michael Ironside.
Yeah,
a
it was
lot.
great. It
we
was
can't
awesome.
play it.
No, I don't. We've done it enough. But I do
We
miss.
got it.
I miss the background. Did I miss the background a little bit?
It looks messy. I like.
personality.
Personality. Yeah.
I wish there was a
Giant
combination of
friggin'
both.
Yeah.
plants in there. We just need some screens behind us. That's all. We need a little
Yeah,
more
yeah.
action
Yeah.
behind us.
Just anything.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
All right. Cool.
But that's the thing about us. We bitch when it was like that. We bitch when it's like this. So, you know, we're
Steal
just
my pen.
yeah, I did.
Why'd you do something like that?
Yeah, why would you do that?
I was passing notes
Yeah.
in class,
All right,
kids.
let's. There's a couple more things to talk about before we move on to movie news. I am going to be on ESPN tonight, which is cool.
What?
I'm gonna be in Houston, radio with Booker T and Brad Gilmore. We're going to be talking about the Shire Wolves last match.
So cool.
Booker T requested that I come on to talk about it. He's excited about the.
What are you
next, so-
Skyping, calling?
Calling in,
Calling.
and then I'll post it. I'll post the link out so people. You don't have to just be in Houston. You can listen to it anywhere.
Very
You
cool.
can call in and ask some questions about the Shire Wolves.
What are you gonna say?
I mean, he's probably going to ask me about who I think's going to win, what's going to happen, those type of things, and just their legacy in general, the Shire Wolves. So I'm excited to do it. And then Hall of Fame, the Booker and Brad show is blowing up. It's really popular. They just hit over 100,000 subscribers on Reality or Wrestling, by the way. And they started off, I think it was like 10,000.
On the YouTube channel?
Yeah, they're over 100,000. So yeah, check me out tonight. I'll be on my Twitter. I will tweet it out. It's going to be on ESPN Hall of Fame with Booker T and Brad Gilmore. That's tonight. I mentioned New York already. Last night you got home and you turned on Bachelor in Paradise.
No.
Oh,
Here's what happened.
okay, sorry.
I got home
Yes.
and it doesn't upload until 3 a.m.
Why?
What?
Because ABC.com, my Xfinity, all the
Oh,
stuff.
you don't have cable.
So I can't watch it until this morning. So I had to wake up
Oh my God.
2 hours early, like a
Uh-oh.
psychopath.
That's pretty. That's
like
kinda
an
nuts.
actual
Could've waited till
psychopath.
tomorrow 'cause
No,
we're gonna-
I
we're
could not.
dedicated.
I could
We're not
not.
talking
Dedicated,
about the
Roxy.
full episode
I
until
didn't
tomorrow.
know, and I couldn't have it be spoiled.
Oh, all right, that's fine.
So I had to wake up
I
early
watch,
and
I
watch
feel like
it.
I can watch like the last 15 minutes of every episode and be okay.
No.
Oh, no.
Not
No,
not this
absolutely
week,
not.
Not
buddy.
this one.
No.
Not this week,
Absolutely.
buddy.
Did you watch it?
Not this week.
I watched the last 15 minutes.
I
I told you
watched-
I
I
did
watched-
the Wangers and I stopped at
Oh,
Takai
that's
on the way
right.
home.
No,
and I think
You
it's my story
have
and that's it.
no idea what happened.
Yeah, I
I
do.
did. We all watched the
Demi.
first 15 minutes for sure. Like the rose ceremony itself.
Yeah.
That slam was no joke, by the way. That was a
Holy
pretty violent
shit.
slam.
What did
So
you
who
think
went
about the
home?
decision that was
think
made?
it was
Excuse me?
Just tell me. I don't give a
You
shit.
don't know.
You'll-
That's the
you'll-
point.
You'll know in a second.
Okay.
But I'm just saying.
You can spoil.
he
I'm not a
slammed-
big
but he-
spoiler
but-
guy. I don't give a
but he-
shit.
But we were talking about whether or not that slam was going to be legit or not. He took that dude off the dock and slammed him on the beach, and the guy was pissed off. They had beef from the past. That's why it happened.
Oh,
but
yeah.
they booted
So
both of
he
them.
he slammed Kristian off. The guy
Yes.
being Jake,
Jordan.
Jordan.
The mayor.
Slams him off, and him and dude Kristian get kicked off the show.
Good.
They're gone. And
Both of them,
but they
which
had-
is interesting because they said zero tolerance policy.
That was them covering their asses.
Yeah.
And which was smart. And the other thing is too, they want to separate themselves from like a Rock of Love type show.
Right.
And
Right. But
Jerry
let me ask you
Springer
this.
and make it look like classic.
Classic.
Let me ask you this though, because it was clearly Kristian who had the first hit.
Yeah.
Do you think that if Jordan had been in a relationship with somebody seriously, or had been causing more drama on the show, or was in a love triangle, they would have kept him?
Depends on how it all went down, but they probably wouldn't have let him gone over there too. That slam alone, like you can't get away
Whose
with
seasons
that.
were they on? Because I feel like half of the
don't
people
remember.
on Hannah's season, I don't even remember.
Kristian
Well,
was
this guy,
eliminated
yeah.
first round,
He was a
whoever
nobody.
season.
He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
had a beef with Jordan on one of the shows. But
okay.
anyway, so they that all goes down now, and then the main thing that happened though is because this is the last thing we'll talk about here today because we didn't see the rest of it. But douchey Blake with the dumb dance, who just that guy such. I mean, I've never had such a hard turn on somebody where I thought somebody was he's all right. The guy's a douche on the
No,
list.
he's the worst.
You're gonna be so pissed.
Well, I saw what happened.
What?
In the rose ceremony. So what happens
No,
is
the rest of the
No,
episode
that-
you're talking
oh,
about.
the
Yeah.
rest of it.
All right.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
happens is
I
Hannah.
now remember.
So
yeah.
Hannah, who's been dicking around this guy Dylan, is a nice guy. Right?
Dylan.
Yeah. So
Best
the whole
rapper,
question.
right?
So
Spitfire.
they're having this nice conversation, and Blake the douche comes over, and she starts like wrapping her legs around the guy, and he's doing his dumb dance again, and all this stuff.
Hooking up.
Everything and in
Hard.
front of the guy. The guy's Dylan's breaking
Hannah
down.
G.
The guy's breaking down. He's crying. He's
She's
like,
a
oh, she's
movie
going to send me
model.
home. So then they start. The roses come out. I'm like, oh, she's going to send this poor fuck home, right? And then you're going to get this guy Dylan, or not send him, or someone else will save him. So she doesn't. She saves Dylan, and Blake's sitting there like, oh, he's going home. But
It
then
was
I
a
looked.
good move.
But I turned to my wife and I said, I've been in rooms like this. This is what happened. You got this one guy, I guess Kevin, who has 3 minutes of screen time the entire fucking
Kind
show.
of sad because Kevin seems nice.
Seems nice, but he
Yeah, but
he's
he's
got
got
no
nothing.
personality, so that you never even seen him on the show.
He's gone.
Then you got
Then
the
there's
Cam.
that hot guy. Who is he?
Wills?
He's
Black
black
dude?
with the blonde hair.
Yeah, but he's got.
That's Cam.
I said to him this morning.
That's Cam?
No, it's Wills.
That's Wills?
And that
Wait, but-
you're talking about the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Wills. And Will.
I literally haven't heard him speak.
I know he a couple times, but I said that it doesn't. The poor guy can't get laid in a whorehouse. And I said,
That sucks.
And I was
I like
like,
him.
and he's sitting there. It's him and Cam, and then Kevin. And I was and
Cam's still there, huh?
and Blake. And I go, these three are gone.
Yeah.
These three are gone because you look at these-
Kevin, that poor sap.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, they're all gone. So Christina, basically the girl that was that Blake was sleeping with in the first place, saves
The Russian girl that ate the lipstick.
saves.
You missed
Blake.
that part from the show.
Yeah.
No, I went back.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but saves Blake, and I was like, "Oh my God, why did she save him?" And then she's got him in the interview, and she's like, "I want him to be miserable looking at Hannah." And I'm like, "No, the producers made you think that. They just want to keep it because those other three dullards,
Bunch of
But do you
herbs.
think that any part of her saved him because she wants back in?
would like no, she's not. He's not. She knows Blake's not going to give her a rose. Yeah.
She is the Dolphins trainer.
But anyway, so and what I love it, I get every single day more and more tweets about people who I was gonna watch this show for a second to tell you how wrong you were, and I couldn't. He's like, no, I'm hooked, and I hate you
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah,
That's
there
the
you go.
problem. That's the problem. Train crash.
My heart hurts watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even when they pick somebody, like, first of all, this is a blanket statement, I'm sorry, but the men on this season are so much better than the women. Like, they are so much kinder, and they care so much more about their hearts, and they're so much more careful with them. And the women are ripping these men's hearts to
Oh, yeah.
shreds.
Welcome to the world.
Something crazy happened last night.
I feel like the opposite.
Does JPJ
usually.
get screwed over?
I don't think she's going to screw him over, but
Who, Tasha?
he's so hard to read.
I love JPJ.
Yeah, JPJ.
Yeah,
is the
I
man.
like him too, but like that couple is interesting.
That was my
Yeah.
favorite comment I got yesterday. Someone said, "Look, I tried to watch Bachelor in Paradise, couldn't do it, but I did watch all of John Paul Jones's clips, and he's the best."
Yes, that's very, very true.
And
the poem thing was so
it's
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's the
Shakespeare.
thing. I don't think he'll ever be the Bachelor, right? Because they can't make a whole season out of
like
him.
Bill
But
and
he
Ted.
is one of the greatest characters in the history
Is
of the
he
show.
like
Of all time.
22?
No, he's a little
25.
older. Yeah, but I talked.
young.
I talked to Jared yesterday because Jared and Ashley are going to come on the show in a couple weeks.
They're still on their honeymoon, I think.
Well, they're getting back. Yeah, they get back. They're going to New York, and they actually might be there for the live show. He's trying to figure out if he's
okay.
going to be there.
That'd be
But they're going to come on. They're going to talk with us next or in like 2 weeks. But I asked him if he can get us John Paul Jones.
Yeah.
And John Paul Jones doesn't live in Los Angeles when he's going to be here enough. But the problem is while this show is going on, the production company is kind of
keep him in-
cagey about
Yeah,
letting him
yeah.
do
Did you see
appearances.
previews? I know that you didn't finish the episode, but did you see scenes from the episode in terms of, do you know who comes to the
Yeah, no,
island?
Hannah comes in.
That was crazy.
I don't. I didn't.
Well,
see
she's
what she
Demi's
does.
best friend. She's like Demi's good
Yeah,
friend.
but
and
how'd
they-
that happen?
Is she on the show, or she just did like an appearance?
She makes an appearance. She's not
Okay.
going to be on the show because
But it was so
They're
confusing
teasing it
why
that
she
way,
really
though.
is
Yeah.
there.
what's that?
It was so confusing why she really is there.
For
Well, they
advice.
they for
I thought she
advice,
had
and they
information.
but they also need like a little bit of spark. They got
Yeah.
to throw in Hannah B because Hannah B just had like the biggest season in Bachelorette because she got totally toasted by douche Magoog Jed,
Right.
And like Tyler's now dating Gigi Hadid. He's like doing the whole
Oh, is
flip
that actually-
around.
is it
well, like
confirmed?
he came out of Hannah
Soho
Brown's
House.
house and then banged and then like went on a date with Gigi Hadid. Like it's a thing, dude. He's making his rounds.
He's doing what he's gonna do.
But
But you can't be mad at him because she didn't
No.
pick him.
yeah,
yeah, but anyway,
and Demi likes girls and dudes.
Why do you call her that?
Demi,
it's Demi.
whatever.
Whatever. Like
Demi.
Ellis called Boba Fett.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, that all that shit went down last night. We watched a little of it. We'll talk about.
I
more of
watched
it.
all of it.
Yeah,
I
all
woke
right.
up. I watched all of it.
All right, well, we're
Don't
gonna-
clump me in we.
Okay, we'll take it easy.
Don't want to be clumped in a we watched a little of it. I watched all
your
of it.
microphone's off.
That's not true.
Let's move on.
Okay.
We have some movie news going on.
Movie news,
what do you
yeah.
got?
Let's start with Disney. They are going to enact a plan for their streaming service that you are not going to be able to share your password.
Great.
The Disney Plus.
Netflix should have done that a long time ago.
I know.
Yeah, I never understood why any service lets you
Ever.
share your password.
No way.
Yeah.
Never understood
Yeah.
that.
It's the dumbest thing in
But
the world.
what-
Netflix is
What
losing
about-
billions a year.
What about the fact that I want to watch on my computer, my television, and my phone?
You can have devices.
Yeah,
That's
I-
like
Yeah, you
it's
activate
devices.
certain devices.
So how do you?
It's
How
the way
is that not
iTunes
the
does it. It's
same?
the way Apple Podcast does it. It's like it allows you to connect into your computer or your house or any of those.
Right, but how do they know that you're not going to give that to somebody?
I don't know, technology,
Yeah, there is
algorithms.
There is a way to do it,
IPs.
but I mean, I think that it's just also how many times you can do it, or I don't know. It's just I
This
think
is tracking of IP, but
Tracking
still,
IP.
I'm just saying if
Yeah, let's see. So the companies don't offer up any details on exactly how they go about it, but many outlets are pointing to an ARS Technica piece, which suggests that this could specifically impact those using a Charter TV account to gain access to Disney content online. The article also tosses out the possibility that Charter may monitor broadband network usage, including the tracking of IP addresses, Reilly's big head, when Disney services are accessed.
I think most of the time it's probably like, hey, there's an IP address using this one and this one at the same effing time. Right?
accessed.
Thank you. I knew it. I was in my head. I'm like, there's access, but I was like, if anyone's gonna do it, who's gonna do it? It's gonna be fucking Roxy.
You would have done it to me.
You hit no way. You hit it in
No
within
way?
a second. No way.
No way.
Fucking way. I was like,
Are you on Cracola?
do me a favor. I want you to read that with Reilly's big fucking head in the way.
You know
Go
I
ahead.
can't read it. I'm blind.
Go read it with his head in the way.
I can't even read it
Sit
without
right
his
here.
head in
Read
the
it with
way.
his
Not
head
in the way because
I'm
she has
He
impressed.
has an
better.
enormous head, and I didn't realize how big your head is.
I do.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
kind of think you all have big heads.
Yeah,
Well, you
I
got a
know
little-
I
Let's
have
just
better,
show off
larger
all this
head.
great hair.
Yeah.
Yes. I wish I had it.
Yeah. All right. What's next? We're on a rhythm today, guys.
You
Here we
are
go.
on a
Crushing.
Okay, Michael Rooker.
Crushing.
1 year, 1 year.
1 year, guys.
Brutal.
Michael Rooker has joined Fast
You
and
guys, you want to hear
Furious
my
9.
story about Takaya?
Maybe later.
Okay.
I want to hear your story too.
I
Not
still
right
wanted
now.
to hear it
Let's-
as well.
Let's do the fucking news. I beg you guys.
I'm messing with you.
Please.
Go.
I'll say it again. Michael Rooker has joined Fast and Furious 9.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Collider
Okay.
has exclusively learned.
I like that. Who broke it? Snyder?
Well, it was THR Variety.
Oh,
No,
well, they didn't
what Snyder
exclusively
does is he confirms the news.
Well, that's not exclusive.
So I said it wrong. So there you go.
Okay. All right. Fine.
So accessed it or?
It's one of those shows. I mean,
This
it really
show,
is.
You
It's
called
like-
him out.
Now the now
201, baby.
Now
201.
like it's like when Thanos fucking blows up the Avengers thing at the end and everybody just sinks to the bottom. And it's
Yeah.
just like I at this point I'm just like, you know what? If I'm Rocket, just let the fucking thing crush me.
All right.
All right, so Michael Rooker is
yeah.
in Fast and Furious. I wonder if he's going to be a bad guy. Would be
That would make sense.
It would, but there's also something to be said about. I like when he plays like the hard edge good guy, the way he did in Guardians, and I think that even what he did in Walking Dead. You know, I think that to do that, and you could see him working side by side with Vin Diesel, which would be cool. I like it when he's on the good side, but you could see him being a villain also. He's still one of the two best villains he ever was Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer,
yeah.
which is crazy, and then Sea of Love, which I love.
I don't think I've seen either movie.
I didn't see Sea of Love.
His character's name, there's nothing else out there, but his character name is Buddy. So where do you go with that?
I think Buddy's got to be a bad guy. Can't be Buddy and be a good guy.
I don't know.
Buddy Elf, what's your favorite color?
Not sure.
It's the best.
Maybe. Meh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's the thing: the Fast and Furious, like Ace tweeted out a couple, like last week. He's like, "Give me your favorite Fast and the Furious quotes." And I don't think I've seen the movies enough to have quotes. It's not like
Family.
Yeah, like family is it, right? Like what is a family? But like the more people they add to these things, obviously, here's the thing with Hobbs and Shaw, they gave me the whole movie in the trailer.
Did you
Don't
wind
do
up
that.
seeing it?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Loved it.
Okay.
It was fantastic.
So good.
Don't show me the whole movie in the trailer. Like, give me like a little bit of Michael Rooker and then get away from it. I know they're gonna give me like the whole friggin' thing, everything that's gonna be in the movie. They're probably gonna give away like a bunch of cameos. They didn't give away the coolest cameo in Hobbs and Shaw, which I was
Two of them.
Yeah, which was awesome. I mean, having Deadpool in the franchise now is awesome.
Oh, it's a good
it's
spoiler.
fantastic. It's 2 weeks in. I don't give a shit. Yeah,
You
go
get
ahead.
it again.
It's
Tom
fantastic.
Holland got yelled at 2 months later.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
what?
was in the
They
movie.
they didn't know that the actual character of Deadpool is in the movie? It's awesome. Yeah.
Let's finish.
Yeah. What?
This
All right.
show is
What?
so
It's something.
weird.
It's a
it
weird
just
show.
has a weird energy
It's
to
just
it.
Go
not-
ahead.
it's-
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Anyway, I have a question for you guys. Because
What
this
is
something that- off of this. So The Rock is not in this movie, obviously, because of the doing Hobbs and Shaw, and this is the first. This is the first one since Fast 5 that he is not in. Will The Rock not being in this movie hurt the box office?
Yes.
You think so?
No.
Yes.
I was wondering. I don't know yet. I don't know because I think the title and Vin Diesel, it's become a thing now.
That's why
I think
you're
ultimately
guessing.
it's going to be lower than what the last movie.
It'll be
opened
lower,
with.
but you don't. But so the answer is yes. You think
Yeah,
it will?
yeah,
It will
I
hurt. What do you
ultimately
think?
I think it will hurt it, but
Yeah.
only slightly.
I also think it will hurt it slightly, but I think that when you go back and you look when it started to blow up, right? 5 was the one that it blew up, and that was the first one he was in.
Yeah, but
Which one was
Tyrese
Fast
is in
Five?
it.
Oh, that was.
What's that?
I mean, Tyrese is in it, and he's box office gold.
that's
Everything that guy touches is perfect.
I read his
point.
post though. I read his post. He shouldn't have written anything about because first of all, the Hobbs and Shaw didn't bomb, not even the slightest. It was a dopey comment. But
Love is love.
But what he was saying inside that whole post, he just could have said so much better. What he was saying is like he wanted The Rock. He's like, The Rock's a big movie star. You can come back to it, and you want him to be part of the family. You should come back to this. You could have said that without shitting on the guy's movie.
100%.
You know-
Do you follow Tyrese?
No.
This is his. This is
MO.
him. Oh my
Yeah.
God. He takes things. He throws every match everywhere, and then sits there and says, "Why is everybody upset with me?" It just like lights everything
Why
on
would you go
fire.
after The Rock though? I mean, it's so stupid.
It is stupid.
I mean,
It's stupid.
Yeah, because The Rock. I mean, The Rock. Like, first of all, he's a good dude, and he wants to get things done, and he's out there trying to promote his movie,
And he's incredibly powerful in the industry, and so even from a
Right.
sense of
why
you
don't
should be
wanna on his
smart
why
about
don't you want to be
this.
on his bad side?
Don't
and,
know.
and the fact that it's like if you do want him to come back to this franchise, but shitting in his movie, you think that's going to want him to come back? He's going to say, if The Rock wanted to, he could say, "Yeah, I'll come back, but kill Tyrese off."
When
Now,
The Rock
he wouldn't do that, but
he could.
But he could.
And they
when The
would.
Rock comes into the room, they have the goods spread out. They listen to everything he says. When Tyrese comes in, they're like, "We don't validate parking." Like they don't. I mean, like who gives a shit? It's Tyrese. He's like the worst character in the franchise. Get rid of him. He's like, you know who's not in this one? Tyrese. Didn't know this one.
I actually think he's a totally fine performer. I just
I
don't
like him in the
I
movies.
just don't like his social media game. It's brutal. This whole thing with the Green Lantern for so long too was like,
It's not smooth.
oh my
It's
God,
not smooth.
woof,
Why won't that
man.
girl go out with me? Hey, you should go out with me and dump that other loser.
Yeah.
Come on. Why won't she go out with me? I just yelled at her and she didn't like it. it's like,
100%.
yeah.
I just flipped her lunch tray. Her food went everywhere.
Right.
Why did she like me?
I know I pulled her hair.
Yeah.
But it's like, why are you going after The Rock? It's like, so anyway, I do think that it'll hurt it, but Vin Diesel, you know, this is the franchise that I think is a lot of fun for people. It has it's got a big fan base, and I agree with you. I think it'll be slight. It's not going to bomb by any.
No.
Fast 15. Tyrese is still here.
All right. And he's got the face. And it's not even the face app. We didn't use the face app for this. He really is 97 years old at this point. All right. Let's move on.
I love making fun of Tyrese. Listen, if there's anybody I'm going to pick a fight with in Hollywood, I think I'm going Tyrese because
Well,
nobody
all right.
messes with The Rock, and I don't really give a crap about Tyrese.
Go ahead. So
Don't validate parking.
Yeah. Well, let's
Sorry,
see.
Tyrese.
Yeah. Well, we'll have him on the show.
I
And
mean, I'm shocked that he hasn't had like one of the Me Too stuff come after him because he
Well,
seems like the kind
that's
of
a little
dude.
extreme.
I don't know.
What?
He seems like that kind
Wow.
of.
I don't know about that.
You just pulled the Tyrese.
Yeah, just pulled the
comment.
Tyrese.
Love is love,
I don't know,
baby.
you know,
What?
there's one thing for saying something, against The Rock. It's another thing saying that the guy is going to.
I hope that Tyrese has a fan club like Beyonce and they just like come after him.
Although,
Beyonce. Here's a new one.
The
Beyonce.
the Bayhive, whatever they call it.
Beehive.
Oh, the Beehive,
Just a
whatever.
beehive.
Cool.
I will say though, going to what you just said, not with Tyrese, but there's still some people that I just am shocked at
I
how
know.
they've been protected. I
Yeah.
don't know like how some people are and some people aren't, but it is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Tyrese though. I have no idea what he's just annoying on social
Yeah.
media.
I think you had the best tweet of the day yesterday when you're like, Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes woke up, and in other news, Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes were dating?
Wait,
Oh, you didn't know
everybody,
that? Yeah, I knew
Roka
that.
was like, are you being sarcastic? I had zero
Really?
idea.
Well, here's the
pretty
crazy
big.
part about this thing is like, okay, so they've been dating for 6 years. Okay, my buddy worked at One Oak, the club in Hollywood. Jamie Foxx was there like every weekend night, surrounded by women, spending $30,000-$40,000 on champagne, spraying it into the crowd, and he's dating Katie Holmes. Like, what is that?
Well, that's what the rumors are saying, that they broke up because she wanted it to be serious and he did not.
he was still spraying champagne in the club.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and now I know all about the rumors, considering I didn't know they were dating until
Yeah.
yesterday.
I just remember those collateral memes that when they were
Yeah,
just
right,
started
right.
dating, it was collateral, Jamie
He
Foxx.
gets in the
and
car,
her-
Tom
yeah.
Cruise is in the back with the gray hair.
Exactly.
Well, everybody was saying that she's going after Ruffalo next.
Oh.
Because it wasn't he in Collateral.
He was in
He was in
That's why.
Collateral.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't
She's a
just
big
pull that
fan of
from
that
nowhere.
movie.
You all looked at me
She
like,
just
what?
loves that movie.
Yeah.
She's a big fan of the movie. It's like it turns into one of those things where you open up her room and it's just pictures of all the
Yeah.
scenes. Michael Mann, like all the directorial things.
At
I'm
first,
looking at
Jamie
you,
Foxx
Peter
liked
Berg.
it,
Yeah.
but then he didn't. I just can't imagine going
Javier
from
Bardem.
dating Tom Cruise to Jamie Foxx. Like,
They're both the same height.
it just must be such
that
a
true?
mind.
They're both very short men.
Let's see if that's true. Let's
How about
let's
the
guess.
height?
Let's guess. I'm going to say Tom Cruise is 5'9". What do you say?
I was going to say 5'8",
Okay.
5'7".
He is 5'7".
All right, I'm
I'm
gonna say
5'8",
I
but
say
it's not going to be listed
5'9".
accurately anyway.
Well, but let's see what it says on here. Let's see, 5'7".
Jamie Foxx.
5'7". Who said 5'7"?
Tom
That was good.
Cruise.
All right, now
I stood
don't
next to him.
don't hit it yet. What do you say for Jamie Foxx height?
5'7".
No chance.
5'10".
I say I think you're right.
I've seen the man.
All right,
He is
so what do you
not
say?
I'll go
5'10".
5'9".
5'9". So I'm saying I say 5'10". 5'9". Riley.
Crushing
Riley
today.
was
Fire.
Man.
Riley on fire. 5'9".
that.
Okay.
I thought he was
I thought
definitely
he was
way
taller.
smaller in person.
And Katie
Yeah.
Holmes is 5'9".
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that makes
Look at
sense.
this. The same height, but Tom Cruise, not so much.
I just
Tom Cruise carries himself like he's 7 feet
No
tall. though.
shit. He's
they
awesome.
just seem so different though. Like
Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes?
No,
Oh.
Jamie
Jamie
Foxx
Foxx.
and Tom Cruise. Like
Oh.
I know some people don't have types.
Did you ever hear Tom Cruise's remix of Gold Digger? It's great.
Yeah, but the question is also if you like there were big rumors going around. I remember being when I was at the Warner Brothers lot. And I remember hearing about, and I'm sure the rumors are everywhere, that Tom Cruise was like interviewing for like his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, there were
yeah.
a lot. Jessica Alba was in the room.
Scarlett
Like,
Johansson.
There's tons of rumors, whether you
Yeah.
want to believe it or not. And that Katie
Hi, I'm
Holmes
reading
was
for the
one.
part of Tom Cruise's girlfriend.
It was, but it's
Pretty
like,
much.
but there's like these crazy
Yeah.
like theories that because it was so out of left field,
Well,
and then she got the gig.
That was the rumor. Now was that's what Elizabeth Moss has been doing,
With her
Oh.
auditioning for
boyfriends.
for Tom Cruise's.
Oh,
Because they're both Scientologists.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Again, this is all rumor mill stuff,
know.
and she
Crazy.
has kind of
And you got to
denied.
know when Tom Cruise comes in late, she just gives the.
You watch the show? I don't watch the show.
I don't know. I've just seen
Yeah,
every
that-
poster is the same
that's
freaking
literally
pose, and
every-
the end of every episode is this.
That's true.
No, wait a minute. Jason Statham was in Collateral.
Yes.
What was he in Collateral?
He did the drop
the
at the
damage.
very
Mail boy.
beginning. At the
Yeah.
very beginning,
Wow.
they switched the briefcase.
I think
Holy
he
shit.
has
Isn't that
one
great?
line or something.
I haven't seen that movie in a while. I love it, but I haven't seen it in a long
Yeah, I
time.
just rewatched it like a month ago.
Interesting.
It's one of my
Whatever
favorites.
happened to Bodie Elfman? Remember Bodie Elfman? Bring the picture up. Bodie Elfman. Remember this guy?
Eh.
Yeah. I remember.
No.
I remember him in a.
What is he in?
He wasn't he in Fifth Element?
I don't know. I just remember him in this HBO special back in the day.
Was he a comedian?
No, he's an actor. Bodie Elfman. Nobody else knows who Bodie Elfman is except me and Bodie Elfman. All right, what's next?
We have Chris Pratt's next movie that has Chris McKay, the Lego Batman movie director. It's called Ghost Draft. It's about a war against aliens in the future, and they enlist past soldiers from past wars like World War II, Vietnam War, to fight these aliens. And so it's Chris Pratt, and they're J.K. Simmons has just joined.
Betty Gilpin.
And Betty Gilpin.
Betty Gilpin, American.
She's
Glow.
Liberty Bell.
Yeah, she's in everything now.
She's awesome.
She's
but
in
I'm
everything.
happy for her because the most recent thing she's in is not going to be seen.
Right,
So.
Yeah.
which is what's it called? That
The
movie?
Hunt.
Yeah, The Hunt.
Oh, boy, that's
she's
right.
in everything though. She's
Very good.
she's in everything. The only thing, you know, even though we're doing a giveaway.
Did you guys watch Nurse Jackie?
What?
She was great in Nurse
Oh,
Jackie.
was she in that too?
Yeah.
No, she's in
Did you
everything.
read Nurse Jackie? Vic?
She's from
I
New
wasn't
York,
not a
huh?
fan. I just never watched.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Huh.
She's really talented. I think she's also not on social media.
Okay. Well,
She's definitely not on Twitter. I know that because I tried to tag her.
Maybe Instagram.
Talking about Glow season 2.
Yeah, she probably stays off of it.
Yeah.
She's from New York. She reminds me of.
I think she got big on the stage, and that's where Edie Falco found her for Nurse Jackie.
Is that where she kind of debuted?
Like that was
no,
one of
no,
her-
2000. No, her first one she was in. Go up a little bit. For Law and Order, which is every.
I mean, look,
actor
this
and
is all
actress.
New York, but look,
Fringe.
34 episodes was what I'm saying.
God
It's the
bless
first time
you.
she wasn't a day player. You're saying.
Yeah, Law and
Yeah.
Order, Unusuals, Law and Order, The Good Wife, Past Life, Medium. Yeah, the Nurse Jackie's the first one, right? Then The
Boom.
Walker,
How
Masters
old-
of Laura. She's 33. Elementary, Mercy Street, Masters of Sex,
Good for
American
her.
Gods, Glow's the one that she kind of blew up in, and then
Totally.
Robot Chicken. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
She's
As-
very, very talented.
Duh,
I
as
hope
Lori
that
Jupiter.
Yeah.
she keeps on rising.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else going on?
She could be a great superhero.
Totally. She already kind of plays one in Glow. You know what I mean? She would have been great in that role as Maeve, Queen Maeve in The Boys.
Fun fact:
I think.
same height as Tom Cruise.
So
Nice. No, I like that. I like that.
Is that going to be your barometer in the future now? Cool.
Last bit of news is Spider-Man: Far From Home is now the highest-grossing Sony film of all time. It just beat Skyfall.
And how much is that?
1.109 billion worldwide.
If you could only watch one again for the rest of your life, would it be Far From Home or Skyfall?
Skyfall.
still haven't seen Far From Home, so I'm just waiting for that one
Good
to come out.
Spider-Man movie, but Skyfall is
Skyfall, because Spider-Man, there's so many Spider-Man movies I could watch another one.
Yeah.
I liked Far From Home.
I love Far From Home. I like Homecoming much better.
A very just lateral response,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
very even keel.
There's a lot of Bond movies also.
Yeah.
But the Daniel Craig ones, it's I think the
Well,
best.
one is that good.
Everybody likes the first one the best. I kind of like Skyfall the best.
Skyfall is pretty
Javier Bardem is so
friggin'
good in that movie. Have you not seen a Bond movie yet?
No, I saw one.
I know you saw the one you didn't.
Would you
like.
see Octopussy?
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. That's
Goldeneye is
right.
good.
I played
Goldeneye
the
is
video
great.
game growing up.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
video game is the best.
Yeah, it was
Well,
good.
that's a lot of
was.
money. It's a lot of money. 1.1 billion. How many movies have made $1 billion so far this year?
Oh my God.
And they're all Disney.
Let's see how many we
with
can
Disney
name
too.
before they bring it up. Let's see how many we can name. We got Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Lion King.
Lion King.
Aladdin.
And then
Far From Home.
Far From
Far From
Home.
Home.
Is that 5?
I think there's another.
Hobbs and Shaw made $1 billion in my heart, but I don't
Okay.
think they made
Toy
$1 billion in
Story?
reality.
Or not?
Toy
Story
Story
4.
4.
Did Toy Story 4 make it?
Yes, I think so.
Really?
Let's see.
I think
we'll
it,
find
I
out
think
right
it
now.
finally crossed.
It made no. Did it?
Yeah. No.
So we'll find out right now. So this is 2019 total gross. Avengers Endgame 858. I thought it made $1 billion.
Worldwide is what we're looking. This is
No,
Oh,
That's
that's
domestic.
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 We need worldwide. Yeah. See you later. There it is. Going to worldwide.
No, we're still in
We're
domestic.
still in domestic.
Scroll.
I don't know. Scrolling. I feel bad because poor Alex.
Is it?
It's not showing an option for it.
What?
It's not showing an option for it.
It's not?
This one.
International.
There you go.
Yeah.
and then it's just Australia, China.
Even better.
There. And it took them to a different one.
No, forget it. Who cares anymore? This is a show.
Current
We gotta-
results by
Crush it.
So
We
that's
gotta-
the
we
show.
gotta get
That's-
it together before Tiffany gets
Sure.
in here.
And we're going to let them host the show. Trust me.
Yeah, that'll be
They're
fine.
hosting the Saturn show. They're going to host this fucking train
Yeah.
wreck. All right. When we get back, we're going to go to break right now if you can handle it. Yeah, because thank you. Let's bail. We're going to dive right into the concrete, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Christian Bale.
Hey guys, Reilly here, and let me tell you about Rule of Two. You looking for a Star Wars fix? Well, Rule of Two is that show. It drops on Collider Video's main YouTube channel, as well as on Podcast One's Jedi Council feed. So go over there, subscribe, share it with your friends. It's hosted by myself and Mark Fernandez. We talk everything in the Star Wars universe with a lot of deep dives and a lot of conversations that go all in. You know what to do. Subscribe, join us there, and rise.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, the host of Collider Mailbag. A new episode drops every Saturday and Sunday in your face and in your ears, answering the questions from you fans about the world of entertainment, film, and television. Me and great guests from our sphere do the best to answer your questions from Twitter, from Instagram, and of course, email as well, every Saturday and Sunday.
Hi, I'm Coy Jandro, host of Collider Heroes, and I'm here to tell you we've got 20-minute episodes coming at you on Collider Video, on the YouTube, as you've always loved it. Plus, now we've got hour-long podcasts dropping every Thursday, so make sure to subscribe to the podcast because it's going to get even more sweaty on the podcast. Plus, every week, we're going to try to get some very special guest interviews, all of the people that help shape these movies and TV shows you love. So, video, podcast, interviews, all coming at you. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. Stay sweaty.
Hey guys, Perry Nemiroff here to let you know that The Witching Hour is all over Collider right now. You can listen to that Horrorville podcast with myself, with Haley Fouch. We talk about witchiness, we talk about slashers, we talk about space horror, you name it, all on that show on the Collider Factory feed. We also have clips on the Collider Podcast YouTube channel, and on top of that, you can find an article all about Witching Hour every single Tuesday on Collider.com. Check it out, get scared. Hopefully you survive the witching hour.
What's up, Collider fans? Ryan Satin here from ProWrestlingSheet.com, where you can find the top stories throughout the week in the world of professional wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan like myself, then you'd be doing yourself a disservice by not checking out all the shows we do every week on YouTube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet. In particular, on Wednesdays, we've got a SmackDown recap show hosted by John Roca and myself, where we pick apart and talk about every little thing that happened on the Blue Brand. So do yourself a favor and go subscribe at youtube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet.
Hey guys, Perry here to let you know about the new edition of Collider Movie Talk. We are going to 5 days a week. We have a short, sweet 20-minute show where we focus on the 2 biggest stories of the day. You can expect to see all of your favorite Collider personalities on the show, including Jeff Snyder, John Roca, Haley Fouch. You're getting Josh Macuga every Friday. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be informative, fun. Come join us, 3 p.m. PT live every single day of the week, right here on the Collider Video YouTube channel. You can also find the show on the Collider Movie Talk feed on our podcast network, so go watch, go listen, however you prefer to get all of your movie news.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, the host of Collider Sports Time. Well, you know, if you've been watching us every week, you know we break down the latest and the greatest in the world of sports, talk about the big issues, the big games, all of it with a rotating band of guests like Matt Nose and Josh Macuga. We've had Taylor Bisciotti on. We've had so many great guests. Now, if you want to see more of Sports Time or you want to try it out for the first time, remember to subscribe to Collider Sports YouTube channel. And if you want to take us along with you in your ears, you can go and subscribe to the Collider Sports podcast feed for all the sports goodness.
Hey guys, it's Reilly here. Let me tell you about the Reilly Roundtable. You know it, right? It drops every Thursday on Collider Conversations, and I have guests from all across the space. John Roca, Gray Drake, Alexander Desplat came on at one point. We talk everything from movies, we talk about life, and everything in between. What do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? It's the Reilly Roundtable every Thursday on Collider Conversations. You get it there.
Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm Kristian Harloff. I'm the host of Collider Jedi Council. We talk about everything Star Wars, and if you want to catch our weekly show where we talk about the latest and greatest in Star Wars, it's movie news, it's canon, it's all of it. We take questions from you guys. How do you do it? Main channel, that's right here. Subscribe to this channel, and you can listen, you can watch, you can do all of it. But if you want to just listen to it, you got the podcast feed too. Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is, you can listen to it in your car. Do all of it. It's Star Wars. Episode 9's coming out, and then after Episode 9, you got TV shows, so we're going to be your sports center for Star Wars. Do it. Come on. Be real.
What's this? Is this just original music?
Yeah, it's all right.
Nice. All right, we're back here on Collider Live. Welcome back, everybody.
Yes.
What are you doing? You dancing tomorrow?
Yeah, so tomorrow we got a cool offer from Disney that I'm going to learn the Aladdin, I think it's the Prince Ali dance from the choreographer Jamal Sims of like, he did Descendants, he did a bunch of the songs for Aladdin and stuff like that. So I'm going tomorrow morning to a studio in Burbank to learn it. So they're going to videotape that and then I get to interview him. So we'll edit together and make a little clip for live.
Awesome. And so is that that's a celebration of the Blu-ray coming out?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Are you a good dancer?
Have you never seen it?
Yeah.
Holy shit! You weren't there, or maybe you were there for Maria's birthday party.
So then I was there.
Well, I don't know if you were part of the fray yet, or when did you start? When did
You guys were there and I wasn't part of the fray.
I don't know when you did. When did you start working there?
10 years ago.
Oh, then yeah, you were. So it was
Maria's that night birthday
You're talking
party.
about Menounos.
Yes.
You don't know that I was there before you guys
I
were
don't
there?
remember anything. I just don't even know where I live. 2013, I guess, is when it was, right? So
2014.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, either way, 2000.
So I
It was
started
the
with them in
nighttime birthday
2009.
she had with like the beer pong tables.
The
and-
luau.
Yes, the
Yeah.
luau.
I mean, but she's had
No,
them
neon
every year.
party.
What's that?
Neon was the
Neon was
after
the
party.
pool.
Luau is her birthday party
Correct.
every year.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the luau.
Yes, that was 2013.
That was.
So
It started out
Glad
great.
we
It
figured
ended
this out.
poorly.
Yeah, we won't talk about that
Yes.
part. But
What?
in like off air. In general, it was just crazy. Like it was the crew was there. It was me and Reilly and Macuga and Tiffany and
Ellis.
and JTE and Ellis and it
Tom.
was,
Dandy
Tom was there
and
too.
Tangino, yeah.
And so we were.
And we had just started at AfterBuzz.
Well, no. We weren't even part of AfterBuzz yet.
Oh, right. It was still Toad Hop.
It was
She had
to-
come
we-
and guested on your show.
And then so Kevin at the end of one of the second interview that she was on with us, she said that she enjoyed. It was her favorite show she'd ever done. So like, whoa, that's
amazing,
big news. And she wants to invite you guys to her birthday party. So we went to her birthday party, and it was just completely.
It's insane.
It was insane, but he was dancing with
Julian
Huff for like a lot, and with Maria. I first found that video recently, and dancing up a storm. So the fact it was crazy, you don't know his legendary dances. Yeah,
I've been a pretty good dancer.
because the best was Derek Huff and him had a dance off in the middle of.
And I toasted that fucking
Did you
fool.
take lessons?
Not true.
No, never.
No, it was a really good. It was because you saw Derek Huff's face, like he's looking at him, and he's like, "I watch this," and he does, and then he's like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And they have this dance off. But we started recording. Reilly was recording Macuga and Julian Huff doing this dance, and Derek grabs the phone and goes, "No."
Yeah.
Not here.
Yeah.
It was like, but this is fun.
Yeah, but this is funny. Yeah, she.
No,
That's
they're
my
really
friend.
serious about it. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
because I was
For
toasting
sure.
them because they were like, "Who's this amateur?" And I was just high kick, spin, bang, bang, bang.
Oh, that's true. And then JT got it. JT can break dance. Like JT did a full break.
legit
Well, he
breakdance
spun
on the
his.
floor.
He spun on his head. I'm sure you didn't. He was like he did a few spin.
Well, I mean,
'Cause
I was there.
Maria
Where the fuck
spun
was
him
I, though?
one time. Like he didn't break dance.
Caterpillar. She could have kept
I know
going.
I was drunk, but I know I
had the
didn't.
caterpillar
You're hoping I'd be like, I saw that.
I know. Imagine if you just walk by and just like, hey, before you leave, before you give me chips, spin JT once or twice, will you? Anyway, so we talked about Bond before, but we didn't really talk about the big news that's going on. That's the news. The title of this show is that there is a title.
Yeah.
For James Bond 25. That title is
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. I like that. It's a
I like
very
it a lot.
Bond-esque title. No Time to
Pretty
Die.
damn good.
Yeah, I like it. So what do you guys think?
What are the other ones with die in it? Die Another Day.
Die Another Day.
Live free, die hard.
No, it's not.
Oh shit! That's
Die Another Day. What do we say? Die Another Day.
that's it. I think.
Is that?
Look, maybe. Let's
Of
see.
Her
Live and
Majesty's-
Let Die.
Live and
Live
let.
and let die.
That's. I was pretty close.
You were close.
Diamonds Are Forever.
Nice.
No.
Tomorrow
Okay.
Never Dies is one too, right?
Tomorrow never
Tomorrow
dies.
Never Dies.
Tomorrow
There you
Yeah.
go.
Dies.
So No Time to Die.
Die Another Day. Yeah, we said that already. Okay.
Golden Die.
That's it. Okay, so this is the next one.
Golden Die.
I think it is a perfect title for Bond. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And when does that movie come out again? Do we know?
2021.
2021.
I
April
guess I'll go
2020.
see it. Is it a weird one to see?
April 2020.
You have enough time, by the time that comes out, to watch all the Craig ones.
Okay.
You have enough time to watch. You should watch
Why
the
are they
Craig
so
ones.
unappealing to me?
I don't know.
I think you
Casino
have that
Royale
thing in your
is
head
so
though
great.
that it's like I think it's a little I don't know, maybe the fact that you
I won't jump down your throat. You can say it.
what?
I don't know. I felt like you wanted to say something, but then you're repeating
No,
around it.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think that you have that thing in your head that you know the way it used to be in the '60s and everything. The way it's going to transfer over, that it's maybe not for you.
And is it not?
I think it'll be for you.
I think
for
you'd
sure.
like it a
Yeah.
lot. Do you like?
Very boring.
Do you like
Watch
Mission
Casino
Impossible?
Royale. Watch Casino
That's what I'm
Royale,
saying.
and if you don't want to keep watching, then that'll be
You
interesting.
will. You'll like it.
Yeah.
Did you like? Do you like the Mission Impossible movies?
a
Then you
lot.
will like these James Bond movies for sure.
Do you like Born Identity movies?
I love Bourne.
Then you will love
Yeah,
it.
You're gonna. Yeah.
This is the Daniel Craig ones are the kind of Jason Bourne-ish
Totally.
versions of James Bond.
Totally.
But it progresses as each movie goes in. It turns more and more into the classic Bond.
Yeah.
For sure. So I would.
It's not as like rapey as the '60s ones. Do you know what I mean?
You're
I
coming
thought
in
that,
hot today,
Yeah, I
huh?
thought that was the
Rape.
word. I thought that's the
don't know
word
about-
that he was going to use, not that word, sexist. I thought that's what you were beating
Oh,
around.
no.
And I don't know. There's just something about the other franchises that I feel like have, and this is not fair because I haven't seen the Bond movies, but that have integrated women in a positive way as opposed to what I hear about the Bond movies.
Oh, the
but
new movies definitely have
but I
very
have
strong
not,
women in it.
I have not
Yeah.
seen them.
There's a different angle with James Bond in these movies.
Yeah, you should. They're
It
very,
has to do with. I think they went against that. They did something.
why don't
that's
you watch the
interesting.
first one soon, and then we'll talk about it because I'd like to get your opinion on it.
Okay.
Similar to what
What's the first one?
Casino Royale. Well, the first
Daniel
Daniel
James
Craig.
Bond.
And
Yeah,
like,
no,
I mean, I know that the Pierce Brosnan ones get a bad rap because of the '90s. I mean, like it's a '90s
It's
camp.
still campy,
But
yeah.
I mean, listen, Goldeneye is fantastic.
Yeah.
The one with Jennifer, or what's
Aniston.
it, no,
Love Hewitt.
Denise Husett, Denise friggin'
Oh,
Richards.
yeah, that's
That's not a good
ridiculous.
one. Obviously, not a very
Jennifer
good one.
Denise Richards.
You got what I was
Denise
getting there.
Richards.
She's a scientist.
rocket scientist. There's rocket
That was
scientist.
my
in that.
favorite.
Correct.
That was my favorite. That
Yes.
was my favorite thing ever. It's just like.
I like science.
That's what you're choosing?
Yeah.
Rocket scientist? All right. I'm on board.
I mean, it was hard enough to believe her as a pilot in Starship Troopers.
Whoa.
Cobster, she couldn't even hold the plane thing while acting. Like it was really hard for her to hold the thing and act.
I
Do you
do
guys
like when
remember
they
her
yell.
in Friends when
she
when
yells.
she's Ross's cousin and she takes down her hair and it's like
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
and he wants to make out with his cousin because that's how hot she is.
Yeah. Well, she was
She was
married to
ve-
Charlie Sheen, wasn't she? Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
she was.
Like
Denise
40
There was-
Richards at her
remember that
prime
whole
was
when-
so friggin' hot.
When
Tiger Blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Wow. Yeah. And she was like really
And
upset.
then she had that reality show. after the Charlie Sheen thing.
I just like
Really? What
when
was
like at home with Denise Richards.
I
or
remember
something.
that. I remember when Denise Richards used to yell.
Good name.
I used to love when she yelled.
Yes.
Why?
She yelled, and I don't know. She had a great
Just
yell.
a cool girl yell.
She's got. It's just no. It's just funny. It's like a scream. It was a scream. She would do it. She
She
did it on
is-
Wild Things.
I
Yes.
will give it to her. She's stunning.
Stunning.
Yeah.
It's
Stunning.
like crazy how
Yeah.
hot she is.
She's what 48. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what she still looks like right there, good God Almighty.
She's
Yeah, it's
attractive. There's
crazy.
no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But
Although
anyway.
it does look like that smile has been
Altered.
lifted
Yeah.
there, cannot move.
Yeah.
If you guys had to be stuck in one facial expression for the rest of your life, would it be a
No,
smile?
I don't. I told you we've had this conversation before with the stuff. I like it so much better when women just age naturally.
Oh, no,
when
no.
They do these things with their
I
faces.
get Roxy saying if you could
Men
have your
too.
if you have your face stuck in a smile or like a
like that.
yeah.
Like a regular neutral.
Yeah,
You can
well-
never smile again for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's better though than like if you're at a funeral and you're like.
Very true.
It's like fucking Jack Napier.
Smile on your face.
What about like a Mona Lisa though?
Little
It's
little
just weird.
smirk.
A little smirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
You
good.
do kind of have a little Mona Lisa look to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I don't know if you believe that.
You felt bad
Pull up
about all
Mona
that.
Lisa and then pull up Roxy's face.
She's sad,
I'm-
Mona Lisa.
I'm born a brunette. Pay a
Yeah.
lot of money for this hair.
The funny thing is, you sent me.
Mona Lisa, can I get a?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey,
Yeah.
little Wyclef for you. No more.
There you
I
go.
like
Cool.
Wyclef.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. This is
No
something-
Time to Die.
What does she have on her
Christian.
head? Is it a hood?
It's a band.
It's a
like
Smets hoodie.
headband. Yeah,
All right. What's
Yeah,
next?
she's in Smith's.
that's it. Show's over.
Well, that's it for news, but we could look at some funny videos.
Oh yeah, we got a video.
Well,
that-
let me show you this one because somebody tagged me on Twitter. And
Okay.
we gotta put it to the test. They said this is better than the fireworks hammer.
Okay.
This is
All
actually
right.
pretty damn good.
And I
This is
went,
even better.
okay.
Have you seen
Have
this?
you looked at it? Is somebody getting injured?
Oh, I have seen this. Watch this.
No,
No, I haven't seen this one actually. Yet.
there's another one.
Oh, so there's a guy. He's smoking.
Sitting there, his thumbs
There
up.
is- there is-
He's giving a thumb. He's
Is it
very
a helmet?
excited. And then he's got. Oh yeah, I have seen this. Oh, yeah, it's good.
There is.
This one's
He's
not better
sitting
than a
on
hammer though.
firework.
No, I don't. I don't.
Are
think
you
so.
guys fucking kidding?
Yeah, this one's not. You like this better than a hammer?
No.
Ross?
No.
Oh, he's sitting on. I can't. Oop.
Where's the rest?
Oh, there you go. That's that. The guy's comedy
Do you
makes the
think he
bed.
died?
No.
No,
They
he
would-
was his butthole.
Wouldn't aired it. Wouldn't aired it if it died. Yeah.
It's not an it. It's a person.
Wouldn't have aired the video.
Where's the
Wouldn't
rest?
have aired it if it died.
Yeah, it wouldn't have aired it if it died. The video.
If the video died.
It would.
You don't think this guy died?
No, he's fine.
Riley likes this one. Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Where's the
Look
rest?
at that. It looks like a rocket ship.
Where's the rest?
It's the where's the rest that makes the comedy.
And then
yeah.
it just cuts because you're like,
I
fuck.
can't stand you guys. This guy got really hurt.
He did
I don't know
it.
if he
He's
did.
fine. Play the other fireworks hammer one.
Oh, there we go. Here you
1
go.
year
Yeah,
pain
yeah.
Here it
and
is.
suffering for Rox.
Well, here it is.
This is show
You just gotta go to
200.
the actual bit. Here it is. Here it
There
is.
you
Here
go.
it is. Here it is.
This is my road
There
dog.
it is.
Hit him!
And boom! He's up and he's down. It's the little twist that he does. Look at his leg. Watch his leg. He goes up, he catches himself, and then down.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's good.
Holy shit!
That sledgehammer's still in orbit
What
right
message
now.
are we sending to our
What do you
children?
like better, though?
Don't do fireworks hammers.
Firework hammer or fart potato?
Fart potato.
Yeah, can we do
I
a
love
poll?
fart potato.
Can we do a poll? Fart potato, fireworks hammer.
Yeah.
What else we got? Funny
all the
video
ones that
was.
we've seen.
Yeah.
Oh,
The one you just watched.
we just watched a bunch. Who's got a message that they haven't checked? Check your messages.
Yeah. What do you got in there? What?
You're right.
1.4
Your
million
dildos
views.
come in.
Oh, God.
I love his buddy running away in shorts and a slipper. He's just smoking a cigarette.
Has anybody checked on Cody?
Oh, man, that's really bad. Anyway, okay, well, there's another video. Speaking of Cody and Alex, it is notorious that during the Bachelor, Bachelorette, in Paradise, they like to do their little bits. And we have a little compilation here of all the bits that they have done. And I think they're going to have to zoom in on it.
Oh, I'm
But
so excited
here we
for
go.
this.
This is 3 minutes, 18 seconds, I think.
Right, everybody.
Cody's birthday here on Collider Live, and we are talking about Angels baseball. We're talking about bowling. We're talking about TGI Fridays. We're talking about everything we want to talk about. It's Cody's birthday. Kristian, Josh, everyone, back to you. What do you want to talk about?
Why did I think Hayes?
All these girls
Matt Hughes, whatever.
All these girls are, and he's so into me. And then if they go back and watch his one-on-one with Hannah Jackson,
Miserable
because
after
so
that first
miserable.
one. Hey, Reilly's from the OC. Reilly's the one guy, sure.
With your significant other or whoever you live with, do you say hi?
Something?
Alex's
That's what I
haircut.
think.
I see the
I hear
concern
what you're
there,
saying.
but I think you're asking.
Making like a scared chihuahua because she's going to walk away from him. She's dressed like
that show is they tell you everybody that's going to be.
He like
I know,
reamed-
so that's the
he
problem.
like reamed
She's tying
her.
his shoe.
But it's a fight.
Less
They
boring.
tell Colton you have to keep this person. Wait,
So
does
all
he
we
get the date with that chick?
We don't
Hannah
know.
B?
Hannah B has been
What's her
eliminated
name?
a long. Well,
No,
here's what.
Can they possibly do this?
Now,
Are
here's
they
the
going
thing.
there?
It
Because
does-
that's what they
making a bet. Like, look, it's got to be clear cut. If she leaves, she's out. Right, next Bachelor.
Oh man, just push-ups. Oh,
There's
thumb
one
war.
coming up.
That thumb
This is
wrestler.
my favorite.
It was Slim Jim. And
he said, you can't. look
Alex
at
is a
them
good
be
musician, not a
girl
great
that-
actor.
No,
per
not
se.
the best actor,
Vienna
but a
won
good.
it.
And back in
With that
2000,
pillow
That's a
fight.
conversation.
We ran out of
They're
money,
not going
too.
to put that on anybody.
too, because he had like. But you
He's
also
been a great baseball player. Cody. Jed
Jed.
is his name.
Jed.
My favorite rumors that one
Tyler
of them is
Jed.
dating somebody else.
Right now that she's dating.
Cody took him
That was
straight.
Alex's best acting performance. As you guys have noticed throughout the report, he's going to chug the
No,
rum.
this is sweet, please.
If it's a rumor, it's true.
So I
I don't know about that.
started looking into
Alex's
it
man bun has
because,
got bigger and
He said,
bigger.
I'm not-
This is one of my favorite things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
TV show promote my music.
Oh.
Did a fan make this or did they make this? Bachelor, I think like I don't know what it was. It was like 6 seasons.
And Hannah
I don't
end up
think that.
together.
That's
I like that those balls that we bought for Awesome Tacular are still getting used.
Getting used, yeah.
Still getting
Good
some
prop.
all right. Well, you know what? We'll post this. we
I'm
can
not
post it.
done. I'm not
We
done.
can post the rest of
Karaoke.
it. We can post the rest of it on the.
It's so good.
We'll post the rest of it on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But like, did so where did
The horse.
Where did this come from?
Yeah, Alex, where'd it come from?
I made it this weekend.
You made it. Okay, good.
Alex.
So we'll post it. We'll post it on the YouTube channel.
Alex, how long does it take you to find all of those?
Well, I had all the Bachelor clips like time coded, so it was relatively easy after that.
Okay. So
Alex, how's your love affair going? That's what everybody
yeah.
wants.
It's not an affair.
Well, you can call it at this point. It's kind of an
You gotta
affair.
turn your mic up, Alex. Can't hear you. Too.
Yeah, let's get.
It's going well so far.
Okay. Any text
when's
exchange?
Just texting.
When's the
Okay.
next date?
Not one made just yet.
Have you guys made out?
No.
Have you guys talked about a date spot?
Not yet.
You gonna take her to that
Actually.
pizza joint?
Which
The one
pizza
that PJ.
Brooklyn
told me.
Wagon?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Pizza wagon.
Alex,
Casual
nervous
yet nice.
to
and
kiss
good.
her?
Does she know that you like her?
I think it's pretty clear.
Okay.
Did she like you?
Yeah. She gave me her number, so
Okay.
there's some
Okay,
interest
let me ask you a question real quick. So when you text her, what's like the text response timing? Is it quick?
Who is this?
It's 2 or 3 hours, just because like
Whoa.
we're both very busy.
Mm.
So
Okay. All right.
yeah.
So
I
it
mean,
takes her
at
2
least
hours
she's
to text you
texting
back?
What is your game plan for the kiss? Are you thinking a few more dates?
Good question, Roxy.
or-
Really
A
nice.
few more dates, probably.
Yeah.
Just take it easy.
Take it
She's
slow.
one of the girls that are like unbelievably like I don't believe she exists in a way.
Uh-oh,
She's
here we
like
go.
unbelievably beautiful, and so it's just like
I'm
I don't know how.
I
Like,
gotta be honest. I'm
she
nervous
has-
for you.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
scared.
I'm nervous for you, Alex.
Does she like
Why?
man buns?
You gotta go for the first kiss
Yeah,
at the end of the date.
I think
Okay.
there hasn't been any dates yet, so you
Not yet. For the first one, you,
you
gotta see
could
how
wait.
play
You
the
could
vibe.
wait till the second date, but I wouldn't wait past that for a
You
kiss.
gotta play the vibe. You gotta see how the vibe is first. If the vibe's going really well, go for the kiss. If it's going well,
Yeah.
don't make it awkward. But it's like, yeah, you want because otherwise you go to past 2, you're turning into a friend, buddy.
Yeah, you got that's going full Ellis.
Yeah, because then she's gonna go home and be wondering what's wrong with her that you
You're not
didn't
making
wa-
the move.
Yeah, that she's gonna think the
Well,
chemistry.
it reminds me again. You guys can do a bit here, but like it reminds me of Blake and Dylan.
What about Blake and Dylan?
One's a super nice guy who's just there's no edge to him. The other guy's the bad
I almost
boy.
sent this to you at 3 a.m.
What is this?
I'll show you. It was a image of exactly Blake and Dylan things.
Alex, what kind of stuff are you guys talking about? Are you talking about like romantic stuff? Are you talking about like, oh, check out this? Or like, you're saying that each text exchange is 3 hours separated?
Yeah, we're just talking about what we're doing today.
Okay.
Just keeping it casual.
Keeping
Okay.
it cash.
Free.
Do you follow each other on social medias?
Not just yet.
Uh-oh. You follow her, but she doesn't follow you?
No.
So do you
Neither
think she
one.
she didn't see your My Heart Flutters tweet?
No, she did not.
Mm.
She doesn't even know that I play music, so.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Does she know your name's Alex?
There's the card.
Yeah.
What if you don't like her?
But I
He
mean,
just says he knows he likes
yeah.
her.
Yeah, but you don't know her.
Oh, right.
Oh, I
You
know
like-
a lot about
How
her.
was the
'cause
question for her number? Were you like, hey, I'd love to get your number so we could like hang out sometime?
No, she invited me to a concert.
Oh,
and
boy.
Gave me her number.
Do you know she doesn't have a boyfriend?
Um,
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure yet.
Uh-oh.
I mean, she's texted me this much, and so I feel like that's a sign now.
Okay.
Wait,
like
when
how?
you
Can
say
you
you're
give me
not-
like pages of text conversation? Like how many pages of text
Making me
convo?
terrified.
It's
But
about
no.
like 4 scrolls up.
4 scrolls. That's
When you
pretty good
say
text.
that you're not sure she doesn't have a boyfriend, it kind of sounds like you do know she is seeing somebody else.
Well, I haven't really talked about that.
What if she is seeing somebody else, Alex? Are you going to keep taking her out?
Just burn it.
Probably not.
Fireworks, hammer it.
Alex.
Have you?
Let's check back in on
Yeah.
this.
I don't
because
like this
it's-
conversation.
I'm like,
I don't like this
I'm
episode.
Flipping
I don't
out.
like this episode. I'm
loving
it's
this
a good,
episode.
It's a good rate. It's a good episode for the drama, but I don't like where our hero is going in this one.
I know.
Yeah,
I don't like where our hero is going at this.
He's
one.
like- I'm rooting for Clay, but I just don't know if he's
Well,
going to be able
maybe
to
the
pull it
boyfriend will
off.
get thrown off a balcony and get kicked off the show.
Perfect.
All right. So, we do have like 10 minutes left. So maybe if we can turn the phone lines on, we'll flash the number up there. Is that possible to do for the next 10 minutes before we get our guests? Stephen
Should we get about
Glickman.
5 minutes for a
Five.
couple calls? Yeah, because we're
Okay.
going to break and then bring them in at 11:30.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Let's.
It's up to you.
Let's get the. I want to get a couple phone calls.
Scroll.
In here. So
Scroll.
when you have it, Alex will hit the button. He knows what to do, and you guys, the number will be flashed up there. Let's get a couple phone calls in there. Hey, you're on Collider Live. Who do we got?
Hey, it's Manny from El Centro. How you guys doing?
Hey, Manny.
Manny.
Hell
Good, man.
Centro, what's up?
What do you got for us today?
Well, first, I would like to address Roxy's comment last week about cheese.
Cheese.
I too do not like cheese, so
Oh.
Manny.
instead of like making a big deal, I say I'm allergic to, so it just dropped.
Manny, let me ask you.
Manny, I love you.
You ever have a good Gouda?
No, this is a psychosomatic thing. So
No.
Let's
Something
kiss
from
on
my
the second
childhood.
date with no cheese in our mouth. Go,
Wow,
Manny.
Manny just got
See?
rock
That's all you
hard.
got to do.
Cheese hard.
He's got hard as a block of cheese. Manny from Hell Centro, baby.
Oh, nice.
Manny's like married with 3 kids right now. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Sorry, babe.
Yeah.
I'm single. Sorry.
Oh,
there you go,
okay.
Austin.
Cheese is disgusting. I'm glad you
Yeah.
agree, my friend.
Manny, you better show up to the next Schmodown or live event with no cheese and see if you can win Roxy's heart in the first ever Bachelor contest with no cheese.
Winner gets cheese.
Winner-
What do you got for
winner
us
gets
today, Manny?
lactate, no lactose milk.
Besides
All
you're
right,
flirting with Roxy about the no cheese.
Ooh, hot stuff.
All last week
Queso.
you had Winston on. Well, not all last week, but you had him for a couple episodes.
Yeah.
And you suggested to watch The Rover
Yes.
and Good Times.
Yes.
And I like them both. My question is kind of a weak link, but everyone's like talking about the Robert Pattinson as Batman, and a lot of people are divided about it. And for me, it doesn't really matter because look, I love Keaton, I love Wes, Kilmer, Conroy, Bale, and Affleck, but I always felt that whoever was playing Batman was usually overshadowed by the villains.
Mm-hmm.
With the rumors that there's going to be a lot of villains in this upcoming movie, do you think that'll be the case here?
It just depends, I guess, on what Matt Reeves wants to do. I think Matt Reeves is going to shine a light on Pattinson. I think that you're not wrong when it comes to a lot of the movies. Definitely the shine is on the villain. I mean, certainly was the case with 89 Batman. Certainly was the case with The Dark Knight.
You notice he didn't say George Clooney when he was talking about the Batman.
I
was
could
trying
tell
to
that's
keep
why
it
you were
right,
upset.
yeah.
You were waiting for the Clune Dog.
But I think...
Would
but
you
I-
say is the case with Bane?
That's what I was going to say. I actually think The Dark Knight Rises, the shine is on Batman in that movie. I know maybe a lot of people, that's not why they don't like. I love that movie. I
Dark Knight Rises.
I know there's a lot of
Fantastic.
people who don't like that movie, but I love that movie.
I love it.
and,
I love
Yeah.
all 3 TDK trilogy films.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Me too. But I think that I get nervous when there's going to be too many villains. I think
Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. There was like 9
One of
freaking
my
villains.
favorite movies.
I am
Still,
such-
yeah.
that's crazy.
That's shocking
It
to
is
me.
the cheese of movies.
How many times
Only
have
would
you
have
seen
been better
it?
if
How many
Katie
times have you
Holmes had
seen
come
it?
in. 50.
Wow.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Not really 50, but probably like 80.
10?
Yeah.
one of the worst
I've seen
movies
it. I love it. I love what an amazing rom-com it is until
See what you
it's
did
no
there.
longer a com.
The ending's the best part.
When they don't make the movies anymore?
Well, it was just more reminiscent to the comic than the rest of
I
that
got you.
shit.
I love it.
All right, thank you for the phone call. We'll take another call. and
Manny,
we'll
I'm
get
telling you, your way into Roxy's heart is cheeseless, and I think you're starting
What a
hot,
movie.
dude.
There you go. That's your movie.
Yes.
Cheeseless Heart.
Cheeseless.
Cheeseless heart.
Cheeseless heart.
But it's kind of good because the double, cheeseless, like it's not cheesy.
Right. It's not
Yeah.
cheesy. This one's not cheesy.
I just wrote a feature film for you, Roxy.
There you
You're
go.
welcome.
And that's the tagline. This one's not cheesy.
Yes.
Hey, you're on Collider Live. What do we got?
Hey guys, it's Ed. It's Haskell 420 from New York. What's going on?
What's up,
What
Ed?
up?
We're going to see Ed in New York in less than 2 weeks at the big Schmodown. That's right, August 31st in Manhattan, schmodownlive.com, theschmodownlive.com. Ed, we know that you're going to be there. What do you got for us today?
Absolutely. One, I love the new 2019 tour shirt. I bought it. It's on the way.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, those just went up on sale. The tour shirt for all the cities that we did. You guys can check that out. Also
Did
available.
you decide if my face was on it or no?
It's not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
theschmodownlive.com.
Cool. Manager of the
The
year.
reason why I'm calling is I have a extra general admission ticket that I want you to give away during the week.
Okay, I will do that. So we'll give away. Listen, if you're in the New York area, Ed, one of the biggest Schmodown Collider fans that we have, had bought a GA ticket. And is it one ticket, Ed?
Yeah, it's one. I
Okay.
have a VIP ticket. I bought a GA for somebody else, and fuck them. They're out.
All right. Well, there you go. So
I have, and I also, Ed, thanks for reminding me. I need to get an email from you because a guy on Instagram named Sam Asfaha bought 2 VIP tickets for the Arizona for us to give away on the show.
Okay. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, I have 2 as well.
Oh, you
I
do?
have a lot.
Arizona,
There's a
yeah.
lot of fans that do that. They buy
Yeah.
they buy tickets for other fans to go that can't afford it.
I
Yeah,
think
love
that's amazing.
Well, and
It's
Ed's
really
doing
amazing.
that. So Ed's doing it. So listen. So if we get
Well, it
a
actually sounds like Ed got mad at somebody that he
friend,
invited.
but he's still
Yeah.
giving it out. It was
Yeah,
nice.
it's
And
true.
Ed, you can also post it out on the Schmodown Facebook group also if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that also. I figured, just in case you wanted to
Yeah.
do giveaways during the week, because I know it didn't go too well with Ben the other day.
No, well, yeah, well, that was harder to do because we're the amount of time that we had. But we will go ahead and put that. Why don't you go ahead and put that in the Facebook group because we are going to give away some other tickets to fans on our end. But if you want to go to the Facebook group, go and join that Movie Trivia Schmodown Facebook group. Just go and you get admission over there. It's pretty easy. Just being a member. You become a member, and then Ed will give up that ticket, and you guys can come see us in New York for that GA. So thank you, Ed. Appreciate it.
Guys.
Thanks,
Great
Ed.
show as always. and
Thanks,
I can't wait
Thanks,
to see you
Ed.
next week.
See you next week. All right.
What a doll.
All right, we're going to go to break. And when we get back, we will have both Tiffany Smith and Stephen Glickman. They're going to be hosting a new Saturn Award podcast. It's going to be launching pretty soon. The Saturn Awards will be live streamed the day of the awards, which are September 13th. And we're going to talk to them about that podcast after the break.
Hey guys, Reilly here, and let me tell you about Rule of 2. You looking for a Star Wars fix? Well, Rule of 2 is that show. It drops on Collider Video's main YouTube channel, as well as on Podcast One's Jedi Council feed. So go over there, subscribe, share it with your friends. It's hosted by myself and Mark Fernandez. We talk everything in the Star Wars universe with a lot of deep dives and a lot of conversations that go all in. You know what to do. Subscribe, join us there, and rise.
Hey everyone, John Rocha here, the host of Collider Mailbag. A new episode drops every Saturday and Sunday in your face and in your ears, answering the questions from you fans about the world of entertainment, film, and television. Me and great guests from our sphere do the best to answer your questions from Twitter, from Instagram, and of course, email as well, every Saturday and Sunday.
Hi, I'm Coy Jandro, host of Collider Heroes, and I'm here to tell you we've got 20-minute episodes coming at you on Collider Video, on the YouTube, as you've always loved it. Plus, now we've got hour-long podcasts dropping every Thursday, so make sure to subscribe to the podcast because it's going to get even more sweaty on the podcast. Plus, every week, we're going to try to get some very special guest interviews, all of the people that help shape these movies and TV shows you love. So, video, podcast, interviews, all coming at you. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. Stay sweaty.
Hey guys, Perry Nemiroff here to let you know that The Witching Hour is all over Collider right now. You can listen to that horror film podcast with myself, with Haley Fouch. We talk about witchiness, we talk about slashers, we talk about space horror, you name it, all on that show on the Collider Factory feed. We also have clips on the Collider Podcast YouTube channel, and on top of that, you can find an article all about Witching Hour every single Tuesday on Collider.com. Check it out, get scared. Hopefully you survive the Witching Hour.
What's up, Collider fans? Ryan Satin here from ProWrestlingSheet.com, where you can find the top stories throughout the week in the world of professional wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan like myself, then you'd be doing yourself a disservice by not checking out all the shows we do every week on YouTube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet. In particular, on Wednesdays, we've got a SmackDown recap show hosted by John Rocha and myself, where we pick apart and talk about every little thing that happened on the Blue Brand. So do yourself a favor and go subscribe at youtube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet.
Hey guys, Perry here to let you know about the new edition of Collider Movie Talk. We are going to 5 days a week. We have a short, sweet 20-minute show where we focus on the 2 biggest stories of the day. You can expect to see all of your favorite Collider personalities on the show, including Jeff Snyder, John Rocha, Haley Fouch. You're getting Josh Macuga every Friday. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be informative, fun. Come join us. 3 p.m. PT live every single day of the week, right here on the Collider Video YouTube channel. You can also find the show on the Collider Movie Talk feed on our podcast network, so go watch, go listen, however you prefer to get all of your movie news.
Hey everyone, John Rocha here, the host of Collider Sports Time. Well, you know, if you've been watching us every week, you know we break down the latest and the greatest in the world of sports, talk about the big issues, the big games, all of it with a rotating band of guests like Matt Nose and Josh Macuga. We've had Taylor Bisciotti on. We've had so many great guests. Now, if you want to see more of Sports Time or you want to try it out for the first time, remember to subscribe to Collider Sports YouTube channel. And if you want to take us along with you in your ears, you can go and subscribe to the Collider Sports podcast feed for all the sports goodness.
Hey guys, it's Reilly here. Let me tell you about the Reilly Roundtable. You know it, right? It drops every Thursday on Collider Conversations, and I have guests from all across the space. John Rocha, Gray Drake, Alexander Desplat came on at one point. We talk everything from movies, we talk about life, and everything in between. What do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? It's the Reilly Roundtable every Thursday on Collider Conversations. You get it there.
Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm Kristian Harloff. I'm the host of Collider Jedi Council. We talk about everything Star Wars, and if you want to catch our weekly show where we talk about the latest and greatest in Star Wars, it's movie news, it's canon, it's all of it. We take questions from you guys. How do you do it? Main channel, that's right here. Subscribe to this channel, and you can listen, you can watch, you can do all of it, but if you want to just listen to it, you got the podcast feed too. Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is, you can listen to it in your car. Do all of it. It's Star Wars. Episode 9's coming out, and then after Episode 9, you got TV shows, so we're going to be your sports center for Star Wars. Do it. Come on. Be real.
Welcome back to the Schmoes No Show. And oh, wait, that's not the Schmoes No Show. It is Collider Live, but I got confused because sitting in the seat once again, finally, she is the Duchess. She is the Duchess of Collider Live, the Duchess of Schmoes No, and the Duchess of our hearts. It's Tiffany Smith.
Oh.
Hello, Tiffany. Welcome back.
Smith Lord.
I'm always so happy to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. Has it been crazy?
Yeah, it's been really crazy, really good, really awesome. Just, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you do one job and it does open the door for a bunch of other stuff, and you're kind of welcomed into other rooms where you're like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here.
Right.
Yes, you are.
Well,
Yeah,
but
you are.
It's true.
Well, it puts you on the radar.
Yeah.
And it puts you on the radar, and people, and you're just so good in the room, and people like you. So it's probably pretty easy, and you're pretty damn talented. So you get in there, you've been getting some meetings, and so tell me, what's the craziest thing that you can talk about that has happened since this thing has aired?
Did Meghan Markle reach out to you?
No, I do. I keep like, no, stop it. I like in the back of my mind, I'm like, one day I'm just gonna get like a card that's like, great job, MM. Like nothing else. Yeah. That's all I want. But yeah, no, it's just been like I booked something that I start shooting this week.
Cool.
I did another job that I booked that's comedy, which will be coming out probably in the next month or so.
Are these movies or TV or?
But, they're both episodic stuff. The newer one's kind of like anthology series thing. But yeah, it's just been like the opportunities are more available, and I feel like I just feel more ready, which is really awesome.
I have a prediction.
What is it? I do.
I believe you're going to be in Shazam too.
Really?
I do think you're going to be in Shazam too. I'll tell you because Zach Levi has been obviously.
Prediction.
I'll tell you why. And this is nothing that her and I have absolutely no conversations whatsoever, and I would never do that to her. But the reason why is because Zach Levi has been a friend of hers for a while too, and not that means anything. That like, oh, now you're going to be in my movie. But Zach Levi would be silly if he didn't know how talented she was.
She's also done a ton of stuff with DC.
DC, exactly. And
you know I'm holding off for Zatanna, so
I know.
Like if it's like cameo in Zach's
you're gonna
movie,
say no, not cameo. I'm talking about maybe like a nice little role.
I would really have to honestly like Zatanna is so like.
What is Zatanna?
Zatanna is a DC character. She's a magician. She's kind of
she
like
almost yelled at you
dark
and said,
arts.
"Oh, that's Macuga."
She says everything backwards too.
Yeah,
that's how she casts spells.
Like
so
Yoda.
I like
Picture
started
cooler
taking
Dr.
classes at the
Strange.
Magic Castle because I was like, I'm starting to live my life where it's like act as if, like
wow.
act as if you have the
this
job.
shit.
Start doing the things
Well,
you would
see,
do.
I was offered a class at Magic Castle, and I declined it because I don't want to learn magic because I want my wonderment to stay my wonderment.
I mean, you're not gonna learn like the big tricks. You're learning like I learned 2 card tricks.
Yeah.
Josh is like, I'm gonna be too good after one class.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, I love like the only things I watch on YouTube are yacht rock music videos and magic tricks, right? Like I love magic, and every time I go to the Magic Castle, I like freak out at how cool it is. Like the one guy
Like
at
a little kid.
the bar, like I yelled and he was like, "I want him at every show," right? Like
Yeah.
I love magic. So when my friend was like, "You should take a class of magic," here it is.
It's magic.
Yeah. Fuck
Illusion.
it. I was like, I don't know if I want to lean behind the curtain, but I also would like to know a couple card tricks for like a party trick.
Yeah, I mean it's simple stuff. It's like starting out stuff.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
you're not learning huge things. And there's 4 different levels of classes there, so I'm just in level 1 right now. And level 1's like 8 weeks.
But I'm kind of
So-
surprised to hear you say that because it's not like she's the most known DC character. Do you think
that
that they're
kinda
going to
why?
do a Zatanna movie?
Oh, when they came out with the list, they'd already came out that it was one of the ones that was in
wanted to do.
development that they want to work on. But she's been my favorite character in comic books for a really, really long time.
What is it
and
about her?
There's so many things about her. I love the fact that she is actually a magician who performs, but that is her like hero costume too.
See, that's cool.
And the fact that she kind of deals in the dark arts where it's trying to figure out like if I go too far, am I going to turn dark, but I'm trying to save the world? And she has this
Very
really
Star
interesting
Warsy.
dynamic with her dad
Yeah.
that like I feel like it's very rare that you get to see a strong female character who is very close with the father figure and like still is stand on her own. And she's super positive and bright and I love her. I love her.
That's awesome.
So you really think that if you were offered a smaller role in Zachary Levi's Shazam 2, you would turn it down because just holding out?
I'm not saying for sure, but I think I would really I'd be like, if
Depends
I
on the
do
gig.
this, does that mean that like I can't, that I'm not?
Right.
Why don't you just tell
Multiverse,
him,
baby.
Why don't you just tell him to put Zatanna in
I don't think he's got that
Shazam
kind of
2,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then you
Tiff,
can be
just
in
tell
there.
him. Just tell him.
But anyway, so that's what you got.
Yeah.
That particular. Are you still doing any hosting stuff too?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still doing stuff with DC Daily, and then obviously came here today because I'm excited to talk about doing this podcast
Right.
for the Saturn Awards called Live from Saturn with Stephen Glickman, who he's on his way here.
SKG.
Yeah. But it's been really fun because it's one of those things where it's like I'm always going to love hosting. I love talking to people. I'm so curious, and I like people.
Right. That's what I was going to ask you because you saw that you were doing this. I didn't know if you were still hosting stuff.
Yeah.
And the fact and I know Glick. I've known Glick for a while. Had you met him before? Or?
We'd met at other like auditions, kind of like how we met. I
we met,
actually
yeah.
auditioned for him for something at
Oh, okay.
Loot Crate like forever ago. And that didn't end up happening, and we've just like kind of stayed in the same circles
Yeah.
and like known each other. And then this opportunity came up, and he was kind of chatting with me and was like,
Speak of the devil. Speak of the
Dun, dun,
devil, and the devil appeared.
There
he is.
Hi, buddy.
What's up, brother? How are you, man? Come on in here.
Hi, Tiffany.
So again,
hey, how's it
this
going?
is Roxy, Steve,
we
Glick.
did not plan to
Scoot
wear
yourself over.
denim and denim shirts.
I don't
by
think
the
You
way.
that's
texted this morning for sure.
We're this is like the Canadian tuxedo uniform.
The denim
basically.
duo.
Well, it's so funny. I go way back with Tiff. I go way back with Glick because we were both at the comedies. Thank you so much. I was waiting for that. You know how
Nice
upset I
little
was when you
pet.
didn't show up on time because I didn't get my shoulder up. Thank you.
Oh, is that your thing?
No, just for us.
That would be so weird, though.
Just a shoulder caress.
Yeah, I'm the Joe Biden of podcast hosts. Constantly rubbing men's shoulders.
Exactly.
That's what I'm known for. Oh, God, that would be the worst.
Ever. But well, yeah, we kept running into each other like throughout. Obviously, we met at the Comedy Store. But then, But then we run into Heidi and Frank all the time.
Oh
too.
yeah.
And,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're good friends. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
really.
Oh sure.
Yeah, and then obviously you're as close can be with the big man, John Schnepp.
With Mr. Schnepp, yeah.
All the time, he is looking at us in his glory. I miss the big man very much so. This is very small world here.
This
Very
is a
small
big
world.
deal.
Yeah.
We're very, very excited. I'm very excited about this.
Tell me about it. Though. So you guys met at the audition.
Well, not at this one.
Oh,
we,
no.
We
No, not
met.
this audition.
I
Yeah,
told
yeah.
him
The
I
Loot
met like
Crate.
we met
Yeah,
a
the
long
Loot
time
Crate.
ago, and then the
Oh,
Loot Crate
yeah,
thing, and then
yeah,
kind of
sure.
just been like crossing paths.
Yeah, every once in a while we'd have some sort of interaction, whether it was a
Yeah.
Comic-Con or some sort of thing. And
Yeah.
I started chatting with the Saturn Awards about, the show and working on the show in some capacity and doing something like this. And the immediate concept that they threw out was that they wanted to do a podcast and that they thought that would be like a fun thing to do. And since I host 2 podcasts already, like I would be kind of a fit to help put it together. Right. And I was like, well, if I'm going to do it, we got to get Tiffany Smith in here,
awesome, yeah.
because Tiffany, we link up very well, Tiffany and I, because we kind of know a lot of the same stuff, but she knows a lot of stuff that I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I'm a massive,
Well, no,
massive
I was
nerd.
saying yes to agree with him, because it's
Yeah.
like people come in and they've been like musicals, and I'm like, I like Disney movies.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, let me just
I was
talk
like,
to you
I
about
got
this.
this. Don't worry about it. I know Star Wars and Marvel pretty damn well, and toys and things like this. But my God, Tiffany is just a genius when it comes to this stuff. Like she knows.
This is
she
why I did the
is
podcast,
brilliant.
just because he just
Nice.
tells me all these
very
amazing
different,
things.
very different from our run together.
So what is it though? Is this a weekly? Is this a one time? Is this a?
So we did a season of episodes, and hopefully we'll be doing more. But
how many episodes?
Initially, we kind of just wanted to do something that was leading up to the Saturn Awards, which are airing and streaming worldwide live for the first time.
On September 13th, Friday, September 13th.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Friday
we
the
wanted
13th.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you won't forget the date.
Yeah, so we kind of kept thinking there's so many great nominees. If they can put together, if they can have us, sit down with the guy who directed Spider-Verse, that would be a great interview.
Yeah.
And they delivered in nonstop. I mean, every single episode is someone that's nominated
Can you
for
tell
some
us some of the
huge
guests, or is it a
awards.
surprise?
Well, the first 2 episodes are actually already up on Spotify now,
Yeah.
and Zach Levi is one of them, which is great. Just
Does he announce your role in Shazam 2 on the show?
Listen, I would love to work with Zach someday.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be in the DC universe,
right,
but I
all
would
right.
love to work with him at some
But
point.
the stuff that he says on the podcast is I've listened to interviews with him before. I've never heard him say some of the things. Tiffany and him are very close friends, so listening to the comfortability that kind of we created in this podcast is it's very cool. He talks about I don't want to give too much away, but he talks about wanting to open a theme park.
If anybody could do it.
Legitimately though, he really wants to.
Yeah,
Wow.
legitimate. It's amazing. And then who else is the other one? It's Harvey Guyan
from What We Do in the Shadows, the
TV
series.
Harvey from What We Do in the Shadows. We did a nice interview with him, and in it, he revealed that he had starred in the musical Wicked in Japan.
That was his first big job.
Yeah,
And did
but
you
he
lose your
did
mind
not.
when he said that?
Well, he did not speak Japanese when he got cast in the musical,
Yeah.
so we had to learn Japanese phonetically to perform it,
Yeah.
and then he sang a song from Wicked
What
on
was
the
his role?
podcast in
Yeah.
Japanese.
Wow.
He
And
was the wizard.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was he was amazing.
Did he go to the same class you did to learn the magic?
No, he did not.
But that's a real. I'm sorry to keep jumping in, but that was really exciting. We sat down with John August, who wrote Big Fish,
Yeah, of course.
and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Candace Patton called in, which was awesome to talk
great.
with her. She's
That was
been
really cool.
nominated a couple times for the Saturn Awards, and then nominated again this year. Dean Devlin came in and talked
Superman's
with us.
grandfather.
Oh,
Who's that?
Cameron Cuff came in to
okay.
chat. It's
He's
really
too
cool
good
'cause-
looking. Have you seen him?
No.
Oh my God!
He's been in
Bring him-
here
bring
a
him
few
up.
He's
times.
beautiful.
Who is it?
From
He
Krypton.
played- yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think I know who you're talking. What's his name again?
Cameron
Cuff.
Can you bring him up? So let's take a look.
He's good. I think he's friends with Koi.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a good dude. But
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what it's
yeah.
been like.
Okay.
The cool thing I think about the podcast is it ended up being something where one, we get to talk about geeky things, obviously, because the Saturn Awards,
Yep.
sci-fi, fantasy, horror, all that good stuff. But everyone kind of gave really good advice, and I'm super into being mindful and thinking about those things, and everyone really ended up bringing something to the table that I think no matter what industry you're in, you can listen to it and you learn something from it, where it's like, people who didn't get jobs that ended up turning into something different,
Right.
or like Zach
It's just
definitely talks
conversation.
about.
That's what you guys are so good at. So
Yeah.
some of the things with this show, though, is it just audio or is it video also?
It's just audio. There's a couple little video clips that'll go up throughout this run, but it's
On social media.
It's a straight up conversation.
It's a straight up conversation
how long are the
podcast.
episodes?
They're like 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Yeah,
And-
it's fun. It's snackable content. You can listen to it in the car, like
Yep.
on the way to work, and be able to basically polish off an episode like on the way, which is pretty cool.
And are you guys hoping ideally there's a season 2 before the awards next year, or what is the game plan moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, like
I don't know.
personally,
We'll see.
like I'm hoping that they let us. I mean, the thing that I want to do is for us to record an episode live from the award show backstage and interview everybody backstage
Who
after
wins,
the
yeah.
show. Like that would be super cool.
Is
if we
it
got a
looking
chance.
like that could happen?
It's possible.
I mean, and even if it's not live from there, it's like if we could do afterwards, like throughout the year leading up to the next one, like talking to the winners of each category kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I think that could
But
be
it's the
something really
official
cool.
show, so why wouldn't they want to do it at
Right.
the actual?
Well, I
award
think
show?
just because, I mean,
Well-
it would need to be something that we'd probably supplement because it's streaming, so we wouldn't want to be streaming at the same time.
Yeah, you can
so
stream
so like,
twice.
so like a post show, like something
Yeah.
like WWE
Yeah.
does, like for their events
Yeah.
and things too. Yeah,
So that they're not directly competing with
Yeah, it's like
themselves.
an,
I see
it's
what
like an
you're
after
saying.
show.
Or maybe, like filmed the interviews and then it could air afterwards. So we'll see.
I mean, that could be a lot of fun, bringing people in and out like they do for the Oscars and those
Yeah.
things.
It's pretty. I mean, honestly, like I went to the Saturn Awards the first time that I ever attended was with Jeff Ross when Jeff
Yeah.
was hosting,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's a long time ago. That's like 12 years ago, 11, 12, 13 years
Goes
ago,
fast,
something
man.
crazy like
I
that.
know.
And I wrote him about this to kind of let him know that we were doing it, and it was so cool. It was just so cool to kind of be like. Finally a part of something that you're a fan of.
Yeah. Right.
Like it's
Yeah.
always nice when you get to be part of something you're a fan of. I'm a fan of
Well, and-
Collider, and getting to be here is like really it's an honor to be here.
Well, this is-
I
you
haven't
should-
been here in a
you
while.
need to be on more. Which
Yeah,
is still
you
good
do. Well,
with
I
our,
love
with our
this place.
relationship. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, you got to. I mean,
I think the crazy thing too is I didn't realize the Saturn Awards had been around for like this is the 45th year.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Outrageous.
which
see?
is
I think it kind of really
amazing.
caught on steam, like a lot more steam within the last like 10, 15 years is where it was really kind of blew up, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
that's
all
because of the
that-
geek culture
all of,
also.
like horror, sci-fi,
Yeah,
fantasy
yeah.
are so mainstream now that it's like,
Right.
I mean, when they don't get the recognition at some of the other award shows in the same way,
Yeah.
that this one is everyone in the industry. And that's the cool thing too, is that people come because they want to meet other people. And that
Right.
was a lot of stuff we heard on the podcast too, is people being like, oh my gosh, I was at the Saturn Awards and I saw this person and I nerded out. And so
Right.
I'm excited to be there this year and see kind of that experience.
So this
That's amazing.
And so we already have the first 2 episodes up. You can get them on Spotify. Where else can we go? To get them?
Spotify, and then they'll be up on Apple as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Spotify is the main the main hook
so
right now.
Spotify, make sure that both Tiffany Smith and Stephen Glickman, they are hosting the new Saturn Awards podcast. It is launched. Again, 2 episodes already up there. And the Saturn Awards themselves will be live streamed the day of the awards on Friday, September 13th. So make sure you check
Spooky.
that out. Very
Yeah, and,
spooky for sure.
The episodes will be coming out like leading up to the award show. But if you guys follow the Saturn Awards on Twitter and Instagram, it's at Saturn Awards, and on Facebook, it's at the Saturn Awards.
Did
They'll
they
be
give you good
posting
seats?
stuff.
You get good seats to
I
Saturn
don't
Awards?
know. We'll see.
You got to be going to the awards.
We're going to be
Yeah.
involved.
Okay.
We'll be involved.
Yeah.
in
You just don't
some
know
way or
how
another.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't tell us. You know, you just can't tell us.
No, we don't know.
Oh, you
We don't know
We don't
yet.
know yet.
It's all being figured out.
checking
Yeah.
the ratings.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
You guys have time.
Yeah.
It's a
That's true.
month.
Well, it's one of those things too that's cool. It
don't
happens
have
so
a lot
fast.
of time. The 2 of them don't have a lot of time. I mean, they're 2 of the most busiest people I know.
No, I
It's
mean
very
there's time
true.
until then.
I
Yeah.
know, but I wanted to segue into it.
Okay, good
all
segue.
right.
Good work.
Yes,
You
me.
got a lot of shit going on with your comedy
Sure.
shows. You still doing the stuff with the improv?
Sure.
Yeah,
What's
yes.
going on? What's going on over there?
Well,
Tell
no,
us.
everything's been good in that way. I just recorded my first big stand-up album, so that was with 800 Pound Gorilla Records.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you
Congratulations.
for that sound. I appreciate.
That's what they
It's
do.
ridiculous.
That's what they did when we came in too.
Yeah, you got a lot of big applause.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been a big deal.
How did it go?
Wonderfully,
Yeah.
wonderful. I did 2 shows at the Ice House. But we recorded both. We brought cameras in, and then the big surprise was that I in my act I do a lot of voices and a lot of impressions, a lot of things like this, and so I did Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Bernie Sanders, President Obama, and
Damn.
Trump. in one section
That's
where
a
I just
lot of impressions.
It's a lot of impressions. So I just talked about the 5 of them and about how bad they are or how bad they would all be at social media. So I did impressions of them using it. It's an easy but very, very fun bit. And that was the first show, and on the second show, Stormy Daniels showed up.
Oh, yeah. She's doing stand-up now, isn't she?
Yeah. She's doing something. So she's standing up. She's a friend of a friend, and so they brought her thinking that she would probably enjoy it, and it was fascinating.
What happened?
Well, we got to go. I don't want to take up a bunch of time with this, but I'll tell you. I'll tell you quickly. We went back. Well, we sat in the green room after the show. She loved the impression. She thought the impressions were very fun. Yeah. She went back, hung out with me in the green room with some other comics afterwards, and we sat around. We talked, me and her friend and stuff, and then and she told a couple of inappropriate Trump stories and stuff that I don't know if it's appropriate to talk about here, but
you can say it.
Well, I mean, she
we don't talk about this kind of stuff on live
from
Saturday.
We're definitely not talking about it on the show.
To do it now.
But it was it was definitely interesting. And then as happens with comedians, you go, well, it's midnight, so it's time to go to Denny's, right?
Yeah, right.
And so we invited her to come with us to
Wait,
Denny's.
I have to hear what they are if you can say.
Oh, well, she just said I made a comment about dating somebody and it not going well, like some bad breakup, and then she was like, "Really? You want to talk about? Really?"
Fair.
I was like, "Oh my God, yeah, I guess." And then she was like, "Yeah, so one 90 seconds I'm never gonna get back in my life, or something like this." It was funny.
Whoa.
Yeah. But long story short, we all went to Denny's and sat at Denny's for like a very short amount of time, and then she went off and smoked pot with Mike Glazer, the comedian from Nighttime Show.
Everyone has a friend named Mike.
It's the truth.
He's the best. He's the best.
Anyway.
Tiffany, this one, you work nonstop. You're always out there making things happen.
Yeah, I mean, I always tell everybody follow on social media. It's Tiffany_Smith now. Switched over.
Oh, you switched it over?
Yeah, because it's still my tag is still Smith Lord, but the actual handle is at Tiffany_Smith.
Why did you change it?
Because it used to be Tiffany's tweets.
Oh, right.
And I started on Twitter, and then it was on Instagram, and I was like, it's just easier to be Tiffany Smith.
And you get the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's everywhere. So, so DC Daily still doing stuff over there. I said before, and then the other couple of things I booked, I will be posting about those soon too.
When are we gonna get some posts about those?
I think probably in the next couple of weeks for the first one, and then the next one I don't think it's not going to air till 2020.
Are you going to D23?
I don't think so.
No. Tiffany Smith not going to D23? What the hell's that?
I've only been once.
I know, this is crazy. You should.
Yeah.
They're gonna do Mandalorian stuff.
I
know. They're gonna announce that
Well, she's
Obi-Wan
gonna see
series.
it still.
They're gonna announce that. I know, but she likes seeing the early stuff.
I do. I still remember when we went to Celebration, all of us, and we're dancing in the aisles and just seeing that trailer for the first time. It was awesome.
That was a
I love
crazy
those
feeling. I don't know if I'll ever feel that again.
Probably not.
The way that it was just so electric in that room.
Yeah.
It was for Star Wars Celebration 2015. It was right before they debuted the Force Awakens trailer, the Chewie We're Home trailer, and Tiffany and I sat together, and it was just a crazy experience because of that energy in that room. I don't know if I mean the Marvel panels at Hall H are and even the DC panels are pretty crazy, but nothing like that.
It'll have to. I mean, I don't know that there's anything like that will happen again. I know I'm really excited about the Lord of the Rings series, but it's a series.
Right.
It's not like a whole world that they're redoing or anything in Marvel or DC. It's not like a starting over point.
Right. Yeah.
So I like the wave that built up for that Star Wars Celebration. I don't know that there'll be anything.
Pretty extraordinary.
Yeah.
Pretty extraordinary. I mean, and what was so rough is with Last Jedi being such a
divisive,
such a hard film. I don't
enjoyed it.
Me too.
Well, congratulations to the two of you. No, I'm
Thank
just
you
kidding.
so much.
There's many more than
I
us.
saw it. No, I know. I saw it twice. I saw it twice in the theater. The first time I saw it, I was like, "My God, this is a fun movie. What a fun film this is!" And then I went back and saw it again. And then the second time, I was like, "Is this good?" The whole way through it. That's the problem.
You know what's
had.
funny?
Force Awakens I saw 4 times in the theater.
Yeah.
And I had fun every time.
I'm on the same page with you in that I kind of reversed it a little bit though, because the first time I saw it, when I went, what was that movie? Did I like that? Then I saw it again, and I kind of Kool-Aided myself, and I said, you know what? I think I really enjoyed it for what it was. And then the more I watched it, the more I said, this is not a Star Wars movie. The more and more, because
then the other one that we got, the Rogue One movie, which people
Rogue
loved
One.
Rogue One.
You don't like
But
Rogue One?
here's the problem that I had with Rogue One is that I'm a toy collector. Like I have a massive, massive toy collection of Black Series and Superpowers and Secret Wars and I have almost every single 1980s Star Wars action figure that was ever made, and then almost I think 19 Mezco figures, and I build dioramas for my like I'm a massive giant toy nerd, right?
Yeah.
Like ridiculous. So I watched Rogue One, and I was like, yeah, no one wants to play with dead action figures. Just in case you were wondering, like no one wants to like have a bunch of toys of dead people. Like that's never been a thing.
Yeah. And your qualification for a good or bad movie is toys?
Yeah, but 3 movies.
You should work in marketing and product placement.
Look, three. We got 3 Darth Vader movies before he died. Like, there's lots of stuff that you can do with him, but everyone in that movie
Obi-Wan dies in the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a ghost. It's still cool.
Where do you put everything?
I mean, I have like an office.
He's a hoarder, is what he's saying.
You have toy rooms?
I have a giant, massive office that is filled floor to ceiling with shelves and things. Yeah, and giant cabinets that are filled with toys.
Do you ever feel like though you can't even appreciate this? Like I've gotten to the point where now I have, and I think I've talked to you guys about this. I have a shelf on my bookshelf that I put Funkos on that are like. I like to do vision board stuff, so the Funkos are like characters I want to play or like qualities of people that I want to have.
Sure.
Because that was
really
how I like.
cute.
That's really.
That's how I like narrowed down all the Funko because I was like, there's so many. I get overwhelmed. I have too much stuff everywhere that I don't even see the stuff that I have.
Yeah, I mean, I have bags and bags and bags of stuff from. That company that went out of business. God, what are they called?
The one that we met at.
Loot.
Or one of
I can't even remember their name anymore. But I have bags and bags of their stuff, and every year at LA Comic Con, because you collect it over the years. You know, every year at LA Comic Con, I have this massive. Our nighttime show has a 30-foot by 10-foot booth, and we have a big wheel, and we just give them away as prizes all day long for 3 straight days, and then they're gone.
Listen,
which is fun.
As you guys are hearing, these are exactly the type of people that you want hosting this Saturn show for sure. So make sure you check it out. Get the Saturn show right now. Saturn Awards show, the official show.
Live from Saturn.
Live from Saturn with Tiffany Smith and Stephen Glickman. You can get the first 2 episodes now on Spotify, and then the actual awards themselves, September 13th. That is a Friday. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today.
Oh, yeah. One quick thing.
Yes.
A fun thing that we do in every episode of our show is we play a game called
Fantasy Fight Club.
Where we make people like play a game and make them like choose between one thing or another. And so we'll do stuff with everyone. We've done it with everybody, like
different ones for each group, though.
Yeah, like and we've asked people stuff like who's a hotter vampire, Edward Cullen or Lestat, and we'll make people that shouldn't have to answer that.
Lestat.
Lestat.
Who
Okay.
do you
What
pick?
about you?
Colin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Who wins in a fight? Elsa from Frozen or Daenerys Targaryen, Ice and Fire?
Danny.
Elsa.
See, and that is
you guys are opposites.
Elsa's
Just
got
shock.
irate every time.
You and I? No.
Trust me, if I would have said Danny, she would have changed her opinion and said,
That's not true. I said
that's
oh, no,
not true.
I actually.
See, every time I say it, she says it's not true.
That is true. You're right.
Who
Okay, thank
would
you.
you rather have lunch with?
Yes.
Swamp Thing or who's the other? We had Swamp Thing or
Swamp Thing.
Constantine?
Or
Shoot.
Shrek.
Oh yeah, Swamp Thing or Shrek.
Shrek.
There you go.
You guys
So
are
asking
crazy.
questions like that
Crazy
to
kids.
Zach Levi
fun.
or to Dean Devlin or to the
Yeah.
guy the folks from all sorts of different fun movies.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to hear what they all.
That's
have
a
to
lot
say.
of fun.
It's a lot of
and
fun.
I will be checking that. You guys should too. Thank you. That's the show. And you want to
Our
get that
1
shirt now.
year.
Guess what? 1 year and now the show That's the Show shirt. You can get it
Crazy.
any one of our YouTube videos. Go and check that out. Stephen Glickman, Tiffany Smith, Josh Macuga, Roxy Striar. Hey, Alex, Christian Ruvalcaba, Mark Reilly, the whole crew here joining us today. Thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow. Get those tickets to schmodownlive.com. We're going to be in New York in less than 2 weeks. Get your tickets now. See you later.
Don't worry, guys. Tomorrow will be more better. I'm sorry.